James, you noticed we got a special guest today.
I know. I was just opened and I was mesmerized. There's a big lad.
What's going on, Nathan?
Not too much, but just literally just sat down now. Just got in from the gym.
I think I'm gonna have to do subtitles for this afterwards.
I'll put my Arabic voice on. Talk slow.
Is it that different though? Really? Is it that different than me? Like being down?
I don't think so.
I think Nathan talks. I mean, I'm used to it. I think because I talk to so many Brits that I'm used to the accent.
Yeah.
But I think Nathan just talks faster. Maybe that's why.
Speed.
Yeah. Anyway, what's going on with you guys?
Nothing. Just suffering with cramp, bud. Suffering with cramp.
Why? What's going on? You dehydrated or what?
I don't know. I've been drinking a fair bit, but Trish went to do hamstrings today. So back on doing 6 days a week now.
Yeah.
Training. So I thought to do hamstrings today, and then literally got in hamstring curl, cramped up for like 15, 20 minutes. But within the drink, I had a ton of salt in it, had pre-workouts, intra.
Yeah.
So I don't know, mate. It's just there. And then I went through some posing, and I'm just cramping like mad.
It's too big, mate. It's got too much of you. There's not enough sodium to fill you up.
No, I'm on a diet now, mate. I'm small now. I'm on a diet.
So what's going on? Nathan, this is interesting. Nobody knows what you're doing. So I guess now we can kind of tell everybody what's going on. What show are you getting ready for?
About to just kill some people's dreams of going to the Olympia, but that's what I'm about to do. Just kill dreams. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, you got to get to the Olympia first.
Oh, I qualify all the time. That's not a problem with me. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Easy work.
4th year in a row, no problem.
I'm gonna just
look at. Wait a second, Ian. Sorry, Nathan.
Wait, it's Chris Bumstead.
It's Chris Bumstead. Nathan, I don't know if you know, but Ian lost a bet to me a couple weeks ago, so he's had a mustache now for a week.
Yeah, seen it.
It looks pretty good, man. It looks actually it looks good on you, especially when the hair's done.
Yeah, it's
put off, man.
I just look like a fucking dad, is what I look like.
Yeah, you look like a cop. You literally look like a police officer.
I look like I really like a nice, freshly mowed lawn, you know?
You look like you should be an anchorman.
Yeah.
So, Ian, we were talking about Nathan's plans. So, Nathan, you've qualified for the Olympia the last 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. Every year since the 10 pro. Every year.
Did you win a show? Did you win a show your first year as a pro?
Yeah.
Toronto.
Oh, that was the year you beat me.
I beat you at Toronto.
Yeah, but I was out of shape. I was out of shape.
I gave you that one, Nathan.
Okay, wait a minute. I gotta say, Jim Mannion himself told me after that show, he's like, if you were in shape, it would have been your show. So I totally fucked myself at that show.
We're in shape.
Yeah, I wasn't in shape. I totally fucked it. Anyway, so you won the first year, and then what'd you win in 17?
No, so that year I won Toronto, and then I won the Ferrigno.
Okay.
17. What did I win then? I don't even know. I don't remember, bro.
You don't remember all your wins?
No, I don't keep track.
That's a good position to be in.
I honestly, I'm not too phased.
I'm trying to remember for you, mate. I'm trying to think back to like 17. What did you do?
Well, the 17, I can't even think. I can't even think.
Do you remember 18? Do you remember 19?
18 was the New York, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 18
and
was
Cali.
New York and Cali.
Yep.
Yeah. And then 19 was
British Grand Prix.
British Grand Prix, and then that Hong Kong show, Korea show.
So what do you got? How many wins do you got? 6?
6. Should have about 10 though.
And then 20 yet to take off.
Yeah. And then this year we're going to go back to Kuwait in 10 days, and then going to go possibly do Spain.
Okay.
Go
and do Spain, and then who knows?
Could I just add something? Nathan was very kind and let me win the British this year. Thank you for not participating and letting me have my glory.
You subbed in on that one.
That would have been a good showdown though. With James added muscle.
I don't think I would have won that one, but I'm very happy you didn't turn up. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get an invite to the Arnold. So I'm hoping.
I'm sure you will.
The Arnold UK, right?
No, Ohio.
Yeah, but what's going on with the Arnold UK? When is that?
Same time.
The week before the Olympia. It's the same weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Both the Arnolds are the same weekend.
Yeah.
Or one's too small for Nathan. It's not big enough to go, bro.
No, I just want to do Arnold.
No, I know, but with all the traveling and shit, wouldn't it just be easier to do the Arnold UK since you're already there and you don't have to?
No, because the Olympia.
No, the Olympia show. The plan would be to do Ohio, and then from Ohio just stay in the US, just stay in the US for 2 weeks. You know,
yeah.
If you won the Arnold, which is not going to be easy, but if you did win the Arnold, you'd qualify you for 2022.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's qualifying for the 21. I think it qualifies for the year after because I think the last qualifying.
That's why he's doing Spain.
No, I know, but I'm just saying for people that are listening that don't know.
Oh yeah.
So the last qualifying show this year is Texas, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So Texas and I believe there's a European show that same weekend too.
Yeah, Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal's there, right?
Yeah.
So how far is Spain, Nathan?
August 15th, James, right, Ian?
I actually don't know when the Spain show is. Sorry, I'm fucking up. Not up to date.
It's like a week or two after Tampa, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Is it still a big man weekend or is it Europa? What is it this year?
I think it's big man, right? I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Spain. That's big man.
So we're saying Portugal and Spain's the same show.
No,
different.
Okay. When is Portugal?
That's on Ian.
We don't know.
No.
I'll pull it up here.
Let's find out. Let's get official dates.
So Spain is the same weekend as Texas. Then Portugal is probably before that.
Yeah.
Or we just have no fucking idea what we're saying here. 1 second.
Yeah. And Nathan, so if you're shooting for mid August, you got how many weeks then?
Okay, I got it here. So Tampa is August 7th, 6th, 7th. Texas is August 13th, 14th. And then it's the Pro Europa, the one that James won last year in Spain, is the August 15th. So yeah, same weekend, but on the Sunday instead of the Saturday as Texas.
Okay. And then that's Spain. When's Portugal?
Portugal is November. Or no, there's the big man, but the big man is November 28th.
Okay,
so Portugal
later in the year.
Damn.
Portugal disappeared.
So the only qualifying show in Europe is the Spain show.
I think so.
And then there's the UK show.
When's that?
10 to November 2nd, October 2nd.
Yeah,
no, but I mean qualifying for 21.
Yeah.
I don't know if this might qualify for 21. I'm not sure.
It's the same as it's the same as the other Arnold.
No, because I know they say like the last shows are usually 4 weeks before they don't qualify you like after.
Okay, so then it would be Spain. Yeah.
So Nathan, you're putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Who's showing up in Spain? Do you know?
I don't give a
fuck. Really
I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck.
The guy has fucking 6-7 pro wins. Who fucking cares?
Hey,
I'm just gonna slay them anyway.
I just gotta ask.
I'm not too sure. I'm quietly confident, and put my eggs in that basket. But then at the same time, I'd like to do, like I said, Arnold, because end of the day, but it's money. It's business, and if it can jump in, people, a lot of people, what I see, won't do Ohio, I don't think, because they don't want to, 2 weeks before the Olympia.
Yeah, they're like,
and they won't peak now. For me, I seem to get better as I go into shows. So for me, that can be my chance to, take some extra money. And it's end of the day, but it's about money rather than a medal, because the medals don't really keep anyway, but the money can go towards other things,
Well,
your medals have a habit for not making it back past the
They get lost or broken.
Or broken on the way home.
So Ian, that's a good idea for you too, though, because you get better as shows go on.
Yeah.
Would you do something like that?
I thought about doing the Arnold, yeah.
Yeah. James, you're all in on the Olympia only.
Listen, if Pat said, come on, let's go to the Arnold, it'd be nice for all of us to do the Arnold. It's money, isn't it? Like, imagine if all of us placed well there and got a nice little paycheck.
Yeah. It's funny you guys are saying this, because I think people watching don't, when you guys are picking, usually when we're talking on the show or picking shows and you're talking about winning and losing, whatever, nobody's ever talking about money.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting. Nathan's brought up something that we don't normally talk about on the show, which is
Nathan's revealed the truths.
Nathan's.
You know yourself, Fouad. You know yourself. You look at the shows, bro. $10,000 to win a pro show. Yeah, it's chump change for what we put into it. Ian, you know yourself. Everything we put into it, food, supplements, that barely covers it. So you walk away with basically nothing. So if we're in shape, you know, Chris Cormier told me one time when I was living with Chris, Nathan, just do as many shows as you can and just take as much money as you can. He said, you know, Flex and myself done every show we could. Because that's what it's about. And, you know, Chris, to me, you know, is one of my idols. I look up to him all the time, even to this day. So if Chris says, Nathan, do this, then for me, I'm gonna do it. And I think it was a good message to do because it's helped me, you know, financially massively. Just keep doing it.
Well, this is why I decided to do Texas. It was the same thing. It's like, okay, Tampa is where I'm putting my eggs in the basket for a win, and then, you know, and then it's like Texas is a week later. It's a close flight from Tampa. It's like, you're in shape, might as well win some extra money. And that's what Pat said. He's like, yo, you're in shape, fly fucking 45 minutes and go get some more money, you know?
But, listen, I'm going to play devil's advocate just because I have to. There's a bunch of guys left over, and there's only 4 shows. So somebody's going home. Like, not everybody's going to get to the Olympia.
Well, but none of us. We're all going. So everyone else better have a scrap for that fucking place.
I'm just saying, it's interesting because we were talking about this on the other shows. You know, there's Chicago, but there's like Sergio and Akeem and Hunter.
No, Akeem's doing Puerto Rico.
Okay. Oh, that's what I thought. Somebody said no, but then, you know, Jamie Johal's doing Puerto Rico as well, so he's going to want to qualify. But I mean,
no offense to Jamie, he's not going to beat Akeem.
No, Jamie's not ready to beat Akeem.
Akeem's very good. I think this would be a good year for Jamie. I think this would be a year where Jamie cracks like some thirds.
I could see that.
Yeah. So like the year that, you know, you guys kind of excelled and got the wins quite quick. I had a year where it was like there's a couple of third places, which I feel like Jamie might be there now, which is still fucking amazing. If you win something, great.
I think Jamie. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Jamie's got the best physique for a tall guy.
Yes,
that I've ever seen, after maybe Paul Dillette.
Yeah,
an incredible physique for a tall guy, absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody fills out their frame like that anymore.
No. He's got such great shape and big quads, and he looks great.
Yeah. So Ian, you're sure you're like, I'm going to qualify, I'm going to win Tampa, and then I'm moving on.
Yes,
but you're going to do Texas anyway, just in case.
Yeah, well, not in case I lose. In case it's not an in case. It's an additive.
Yeah.
Nathan, what happens if you don't win Spain? Do you come back to Texas?
Just take this podcast down, bro.
Don't release this shit. Remove the evidence.
Just take this down. You know, I don't know.
Texas is the same weekend, Fouad, so that doesn't work.
Yeah.
No. Well. Oh, that's right. That's right. So that's right. If you don't get Spain, you're kind of effed for this.
Yeah. Fuck. But I believe I'll get it, bro. As of now, I'm the best I've ever been. I believe.
Yeah.
I'm getting my old look back. What you know. I kind of lost 2 years ago. The fullness. So you know, I was shredded and stuff. And even Ian can tell you himself. You know, I done a show with Ian, and I wasn't myself. I was big, but I wasn't. You know how I used to be round and full. And for me, you know, like Max Charles said to me backstage, you know, and a few other guys, Nathan, you're not like you used to be full, like, oh, you know, I'm in shape, that's the main thing. But I believe now I'm back to, you know, my own look, and I'm as heavy and in better shape than I've ever been before so far. So I'm quietly confident.
Yeah, that's like taking nothing away from your look when you were like Matt and that. It was like shredded to the bone, but you do look very fucking impressive with your like camel crew, that full look, and we all like that look for you. Exemplifies everything that you have as a strength. I think that's why it's such a good look to have.
Yeah, that like upper chest, like delt fullness,
delt tie and fucking cap here, fucking everything's exploding looking.
What happened? What happened when you weren't full? Why? What happened those years?
Cardio, bro.
You switch your plan, like you were doing something
different. I think Ian, because you know, I've done Ian probably done the same, a lot of cardio. I was doing 2 hours a day. Now for me, at the moment, even with the camel crew, I don't do a single hour. I don't do a single minute.
You're not doing any cardio right now?
No, fuck that. No way. Fuck that.
Cardio now.
You know, this podcast come back and bite you in the ass if you're not in shape, right? People are gonna replay this and be like, "You said
down then, right?"
Neil Hill tried to bite me in the ass last year when I was getting ready for Ohio, and then I came back and posted a picture when I was shredded, and everyone was like, "What the fuck happened in 2 weeks?" You know. People
have been saying that lately because you've been posting photos, and they're like, "Well, he's getting ready. He doesn't look like he's going to be in shape."
Yeah, for me, like for me, even Ascot said, like 10 weeks for me is a long, long time. You know, it's long as hell. I personally think we can be ready in 6 weeks. But you know, he wants to try something different, and I'm down for it. So 10 and a half weeks it is.
So no cardio, and I seen you sent me one of your meals. You're eating like a fucking kebab. Guy's eating like, he sends me one of his diet meals. It's like a kebab and a pita and like some other shit. I'm like, that's not a fucking
protein, bro.
No, I know
protein, bro.
I know that if it fits your macros, guys are gonna be like, oh, so what? It's just not a traditional fucking bodybuilding diet meal. That's all I'm saying. But he's like, how do you just get away with all this shit? Like, I don't know. The rest of us can't do that. Like, it's
the black and knees.
What do you mean? Speak for myself. You can't fucking do it either.
It's the black and knees.
Ian was set eating the fucking weirdest food, and I got peeled out of my mind.
It's not just the food though. It's competing numerous times. It's eating food that's not traditional.
Yeah.
It's getting ready in 6 weeks. Like, it's just Nathan does shit that for some reason other bodybuilders don't do, and you get away with it.
Nathan has way more pro wins than all of us.
But I wonder, but I wonder how much. But then the common theory would be, how much better would you be if you were like a traditional bodybuilder?
But then wait,
he might not.
But that goes back to the thing he was literally saying about he lost his look 2 years ago.
Yes,
he did traditional bodybuilding and he lost that look. So I mean, it's not to say he's not doing traditional bodybuilding. I'm sure a lot of his meals are very traditional bodybuilder meals. You know, and he's training.
Well, ask him. He's sitting right there. Are most of your meals traditional?
5 out of 6. Oh, you know, 5 out of 6.
So every day, 5 out of 6 are what? Like just traditional chicken and rice or whatever the fuck.
Chicken, maybe egg fried rice. That's it. Yeah. Just basically in the last meal. So like leg days and back days are my weakest part. So, you know, we get like maybe it's a kebab, you know, like a lamb chicken, and then a pita bread, and then some, you know, a few chips and rice, something like that.
Nice. I like that.
Right.
I like that. That's not that bad. Fouad likes that approach.
I like that diet. I could do that.
This is right down your alley, man.
I'm going to start doing for some reason, I don't think I'll look like Nathan, though, if I do Nathan's diet. I'll probably get fatter. Oh, I was going to say, I've been using this fucking... Listen, I lost 6 pounds this week with this fucking Fitbit. I think this is my new coach.
Oh, it's cool, the Fitbits. I like the Fitbits.
I'm telling you, man.
Olympia come back, and you're going to give the credit to Coach.
That's right. when I get back on stage eventually, I'm going to credit the Fitbit.
Yeah. So when you win a pro show, and they'll put you up on the mic, and they'll be like, you know, what do you want to say? Like, I just want to thank my coach Fitbit.
That's right. And I'm going to get paid big bucks from fucking Fitbit.
Yeah.
No, but I'm serious. So this thing, I know people are going to ask. So it's the Fitbit 4, and I use the Fitbit app, and it fucking tracks my meals and my calories. So every day I'm like doing the Greg Doucette diet. I'm like, I make sure I'm under, I don't eat more over calories. It seems to be working. I had a Fitbit, but I only ever really used it to see how much I was doing.
Well, walking wise?
Yeah, just keep an eye on my move. Because I'm a lazy fucker. I don't move. I sit in this chair all day. So I had to at least do a certain amount of movement. And that was when that was really handy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing for, just to track how many calories I'm burning every day. Were you counting calories you were burning, or just the steps?
No, I was literally just doing steps, just making sure that I was doing a certain amount, because I don't fucking move. You know that.
I wonder how accurate this thing is, though. I wonder how accurate it is on the calorie burning.
Oh, it's accurate, bro. It's accurate. I done a pro test in London about a month and a half back. It tracked everything to the step.
So wait a second. You went to a protest.
Yeah.
And you were tracking your exercise while you're at the protest.
Yeah.
Proper bodybuilder.
Get some cardio and while protest.
10.6 miles on the step. Yeah.
James, what's going on with you, man? How many weeks now?
I think it's like 17. 17 and a half, something like that.
Yeah, you're 17 and a half,
yeah. So yeah, like quite a lot of time. Just some real subtle changes this week. Nothing crazy.
Just a reminder, you're 17 and a half weeks out.
Yeah, man. Time to get your ass in gear, bro. Yeah, so it's not that long, really. That's going to go quick. Isn't it? It's going to fucking fly by.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything's good. Training's good. What can I say? Patrick's happy. There's nothing really that's happened yet, calorie, food-wise. It's all the same place. A little bit of change on the supplement side of things, but other than that, there's no real changes as of yet.
Yeah.
So I've got nothing interesting to report for a week at least.
Yeah,
man.
Ian, we saw a leg shot yesterday. That was fucking pretty retarded.
Good shot.
You put on some fucking meat on those legs.
It looks like it. I don't know. I'll tell on stage. I mean, I think I've grown a lot, but then it's like, you can't tell until you're really in shape,
Yeah. Yeah, like, but your quads.
I mean, that's my condition's still in that. And I'm still 274. So
Yeah,
Like,
heavy, bro.
and your legs are separated.
I was just gonna say 1 second here. I'm gonna pull this up. Did you see my legs? We always do. Ian always gets the most press on this fucking show.
He does.
Come on now.
Oh, Instagram's not available. Oh wait, there it is.
It was the beat. There was you running in the water. That I was like, that's a big lad.
Yeah, I've been going to the beach in the.
You were
water.
like, you were literally Daniel Craig times
It was
10.
great.
I was like, whoa.
It's nice, man, because it's been the house we have rent here. Like, I guess in Vancouver here, having air conditioning is not a very common thing.
Okay.
And it's been like, usually it's not super hot in Vancouver. It's like kind of 18 to 22 degrees. And it's been like 30 degrees the last 2 days, and we don't have AC in the house. So it's fucking shit in here. So after we train, we've been just going to the beach and like going in the water. It's been great.
So Ian, are you renting while it's lockdown?
Well, we went across Canada.
Yeah, because I've noticed you were at Ron's gym.
Yeah, so I'm in Vancouver, like where the Van Pro is. You did the Van
Pro.
Pro.
Okay.
You did
No,
Toronto.
I did Toronto. But so have you done that? Have you done that to escape all the bullshit?
Yeah, so in Ontario, the province I live in, so like the state I live in, the gyms are all still closed there.
Yeah, fuck that. Oh, okay.
So they're going to be closed. Like they're going to be close to like mid-August.
Okay.
So we just were like, fuck it. So me, Chris, Melissa, Courtney, and my training partner Mark, we just came down here to BC, like the other side of Canada, so like 5-hour flight west. Yeah, and one of my sister's friends has a big Airbnb here, so we just took it off Airbnb. And we just, kind of going week by week because we don't know if we're going to be here for 1 week or 10 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're just paying them cash every week kind of thing for a good deal on it. And then we've been training at Ron's place at West Coast. So it's been great.
You know, it's nice to have that option, isn't it? That's a great option.
Awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Wicked, man.
Can I ask you guys to?
You going to show my legs now or what?
Well, I'm not. Yeah.
Kidding.
It'll come, lad.
Can you guys stop doing this? Dude,
why?
Is this really necessary?
Well, yeah.
Well,
I was gonna post my ass yesterday because on the same day, James posted a bare ass photo, and then Ian posted this photo, and I'm like,
we're just asking everybody.
I'm like, really? I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, wait, okay. So, but when I take my progress pictures, I got to show my glutes. Patrick needs to see them, so I'm not going to pull them down just to take another photo so I can post on Instagram.
Why?
Because I'm not. I fucking want to get this video done with and move on with my day.
All right. I'll deal with it, I guess. All right.
Look at this leg.
Okay, first of all, this is separated. This was the one that really got me, though.
Did you see Ian's leg?
You have fucking cross striations here.
Fuck.
That's a pair of legs right there.
So, I mean, you put on a lot of size on those legs, man. They didn't look like that last year.
No, they didn't. No.
Well, I think they were still fucking good last year, but that does look like he put
Not
on
like
fucking,
that.
No, that's I know.
Shit,
That's like, that's a nice pair of legs.
How much drugs are you taking, Ian? Is that why?
How much?
No,
trend?
I'm honestly taking very, very little. I'll be completely honest.
Are you really?
Yeah, like not much. I'm just doing a little test EQ and NPP. Or Primo, sorry. Test EQ and Primo, pretty low of all three.
Test EQ and Primo. What? Yeah, but low is relative. Is it like
I bet it's low.
Yeah, it's low.
Yeah.
The only thing over 500 milligrams is my test.
Yeah.
It's like 3,000 milligrams of test and like 500, 500 everything.
A bottle of test a week.
The test is less than a gram. The test is less than
joking. I'm just joking. That's good, man. That's good. You're not worried about anything. Texas coming up. Do you know anybody else is doing Tampa right now? Just probably all the guys from Chicago that don't win.
Well, yeah, everyone that loses to Sergio, I guess. I don't know.
You think Sergio's going to win Chicago?
I don't know.
Who's in Chicago?
Huh?
Chicago.
Yeah.
Sergio. Well, if Akeem probably win Puerto Rico. So
if he is in Puerto Rico, yeah. If not,
Sergio. This is what I heard: Sergio, Akeem, Hunter, Charles Griffin, Zach Merkel, Brett Wilkins. There was a couple other.
Ridiculous, yeah.
There's a couple other people. It's a deep lineup anyway, but the top three I think are going to be Sergio, Akeem, and Hunter.
Yeah, if Akeem's in it.
Sure.
If Akeem's in it.
Yeah, I'd agree. So I'd agree.
But I think Sergio has that one personally.
It'll be a good show, but yeah, I think between him and Akeem, that's a tough call. But yeah, I'd give it to Sergio. Yeah,
depends how Akeem comes though. If Akeem comes like in Ohio, even,
yeah.
I believe he can win it because Ohio he got overlooked, I think.
But didn't Sergio beat Akeem at the Arnold?
He did. But
yeah,
like Nathan said, he was definitely not looked at enough because he looked fucking good.
I don't know. I just Sergio's like 305 right now, and he's lean.
Sergio's like got this aura about him that makes him place higher. Like when I was watching the Arnold, like prejudging, like and then when you give him the stage for himself and he turns on the show, you can't help but get behind him, and you think.
Yeah.
Then he comes back for the finals, and he's got this energy about him.
Yeah.
It makes him just rise. Like it's like he goes from being like 7th, 8th to 4th, like just because he's done something in between. And ratings to him because he works fucking hard when he's up on that stage, and he's a passionate motherfucker.
I've talked about that with people before. The fucking aura that you have on stage matters.
Yeah,
that confidence level. Or
that's why
whatever.
Nathan's always smiling. That's why Nathan's always got the biggest smile.
I just got good teeth, bro.
It's like, look at these.
Nathan, do you like being on stage, or do you like what's your favorite part of bodybuilding? Because a lot of us talk about how the stage is secondary to the training, but do you actually like being on stage?
No, I hate it. That's why you don't see me doing guest spots. I refuse to do them. I don't like it.
Really?
I just don't like. I'm not that I'm nervous. I'm probably the only black person who's got no rhythm. So when I get on the stage, I can't dance, I can't beatbox.
You ain't got none of that.
So I just stand there like a robot and go left, right, boom, to the back, and that's it. For me, being on stage, you know, by myself, I don't like it. But if I'm in a lineup, then it's good because you get to, you know, not bully people, not bully someone per se, but just not push them around to look fucking.
It's a purpose, isn't it?
Move out the way. Do you know what I mean? Type thing. I'm better than you, but besides that, me. It's just training with the boys. It's just my escape to, you know, even if I wasn't doing bodybuilding, I'll still be training. It's just an escape. That's it.
Mm-hmm. What's it like owning your own gym with all the shit that's going on?
Good, bro. Fuck, just go in and out when I want, do what I want, and I don't close anyway. So to me, it doesn't matter. But you get the perks of, you know, picking the machines, and you haven't got to wait around for the machine because people know you own the place. So the second I walk to a machine, everyone just fucks up anyway. So you know, it's like shouldn't it be the opposite? You're the owner. Shouldn't you be like, just do your thing. I'll come back. I am polite.
He's retired.
I am polite. I'm like, you finished there, mate? But like, I've seen him. Like, he's just starting. And he's like, yeah.
That's the last set anyway. just put his fucking towel down.
That's Ian. That's Ian's MO. He likes that shit.
You know,
take a quick. I go up to people and ask them if they're done, and they always just say yes because they don't want to say no. You know,
you're bullying people. Why are you bullying people, man? Don't bully people.
I gave them the option. If they want to be cowards, that's their.
Yeah, but you step into them when you're asking. You're like,
comes over all fucking. You done?
James, you don't do that, do you? You don't do that, do you?
I'm not. Wow, fucking.
Yeah, don't lie, James.
I can't say with these guys. I've been bad in the past. Sometimes I've been like, I've been a little bit rude in the past, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I want to get on something and I'm like, I don't feel like privileged or like we deserve to, but it's, you know, when you get close to a show and you're a bit fucking aggy and you know you're getting ready for a big show and it's paying your bills. And the next man's in there just fucking on his phone having a little fiddle.
It's funny. I made this mistake the other week. We were when we were training, me and Melissa, we were doing legs, finishing up legs, and we want the quad extension. And we go up and there's a guy working on it. And I don't know if he was just starting there or whatever, but it seemed like he was like doing heavy sets already. And I was like, hey man, how many you got left? He's like, oh, like not many, like I won't be long. And I was like, okay, cool, take your time. And then right next to that, there's the 2 stair mills. So I just kind of like sat on the edge of the stair mill and we waited there for 15 minutes.
Wow.
And then he never got off. And then I was just like, fuck this guy. And we just got up and left. I was just like,
why didn't you just
how long did we wait for that guy in the quad extension, babe? She says 25 minutes.
How many sets is the fucker doing?
Fucking hell.
Why didn't you just do something else though? I've never waited for
That's what we did. It's because it got to the point where it's like you waited 5 minutes, so you've already wasted 5. Yeah. So it's like if I go like 6 minutes, he gets off. It's like my whole 5 wasn't worth it. But then it ended up. Oh, she said we had no other machines to do. We were at the end. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but I just mean like for myself, if somebody's like, if I walk up and somebody's like, oh, I just started, right? And he's on a leg extension or something.
No, he didn't. He said he would be quick.
No, I know. I'm just telling you, give an example. Yeah. Like I would just go do lunges or something. Like
sure.
I try and substitute it.
I've actually never not done the movement. I've always said I'm jumping in.
Yeah.
I said the same. I'm jumping in.
Which I should have done. Yeah. Hindsight being 2020, I figured when I said, okay, take your time.
Yeah.
He wouldn't actually take his fucking time, you know? That's like my view of like, hey, I'm not going to be a dickhead and ask you to work, like to kick you off or anything, but hey, hurry it up, you know?
So you guys don't even ask, Nathan and James, you guys don't even ask how long. You just say, I'm jumping in.
Yeah, jumping in. Yeah. Like for me, I train with three other lads. We just all hover around the machine. The kids just just look left and right and just say, just jump in. Yeah. So like 6 people on the machine.
My training partner's quite like, he's very rude. So like he'll just walk up to somebody, stand and look right in their face and go, we're jumping in with that. Like and he's not like a massive fella or nothing, but he's got this way of being really intimidating. Yeah. He's brave as fuck. So yeah, we always get on whatever we want to get on.
Huh. No. I've never done that. I always ask. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. Maybe we're just more polite.
Too kind.
All right, let's get to some questions. We're just going to burn through a few of these because we don't ever answer enough.
Okay.
What's something you guys do for nerves before a show, during to stay calm? Do we have nerves? Shut up. Seriously.
Yeah. New York Pro, I drank quite a bit before I went on stage.
The last year you won?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's the first time I'd ever done it. Melissa convinced me to do it, and I fucking because it was at a hotel. It was like a Hyatt Regency or something.
Yeah.
So we just went down to the bar, and she just got like a Dixie cup and filled it completely with vodka.
Yeah.
I just said it was your idea. She's like, that was my idea. And filled it with vodka, and as I pumped up, I just fucking sipped it back and like pumped up, and it was great.
Do you think it did anything? Do you think it did anything for your look?
I don't know if it did anything for my look, but it definitely did something for my head.
You're confident. I remember. You're like feeling
I just
better.
felt way more relaxed. I just like was like not thinking about like anything negative. I was just like, I was just chill. Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
Alcohol used to be a part of it when we were like, I don't know, Nathan, I'm sure you
did. When we were junior.
When we were juniors, mate.
Yeah.
Juniors, you're always told to drink.
Brandy or something.
Yeah, always.
Brandy.
And we were as brave as fuck as juniors. We didn't give a shit. There was no nerves at all. So there is a correlation between a bit of alcohol and the being chill.
When would you drink? Do you mean like before getting on stage?
Well, number one, the night before to dehydrate, I'd have fucking wine.
Yeah,
that I know. Yeah,
and then like the day of, a little brandy or something, get a little bit hot.
Yeah. Little brandy and a Viagra.
Hotness is what it is. It's nice. Yeah.
Maybe we should all start doing that again.
Yeah.
Maybe we should say you guys are going to start a trend. Everybody's start fucking drinking again before they get on stage.
Hashtag brandy and Viagra.
What is it with that? I heard guys are taking Viagra before going on stage too. Seriously?
Well, that's a dilator, but yeah.
I know, but like, really?
I've never done it.
Nathan?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nathan's done it for sure. I somehow knew Nathan's done it.
I got told, James, you got told it was the thing, right? So back at home, like I think the knowledge over here is not as good as the US, and I think a lot of the lads, you must have a brandy and a Viagra or some whiskey or something. So even till this day, I still do it. Whether it's like just a tradition thing, I don't know. I still take it till this day.
Yeah, there's that, and then the one I used to do as well, and I still do. Well, I haven't done lately, but Roaccutane.
Yeah.
So everyone, like all the older guys, they're like, I know Dorian. He took Roaccutane before the shows. You take that for the last week, you dry right out.
I don't know what it is.
It's for spot treatment, like for acne, and like we used to take it for like 10 days before the show, like a tab a day to dry out.
It dries you out.
So like,
I was told.
Accutane.
Accutane, because there's Roaccutane, same.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, obviously I know what Accutane is.
Yeah, so we were always told, little secret, Dorian used to do that. And we're like, fucking hell, I want to look like Dorian. You know what I mean? So that's why we did it.
You guys, is Essacline real? Or Essacline?
It's not real anymore. It used to be real, but it's not around anymore, I don't think. I think it's very hard to get hold of.
Yeah.
I don't think they make it anymore. I don't think it's even made.
I'd be worried about taking a Viagra before going on stage.
A friend of mine did Essacline when I was a junior, and his arms were just fucking sore for days.
The Essacline?
Yeah, it hurts like a bitch, eh?
Yeah.
I've always been so curious about it because everybody always said, and fucking please nobody record this and send it to him. But I always heard that like that was Kevin Levroni's secret.
Yeah, or Flex.
I heard
Flex,
that was I heard certain pros bought all of it one year and pissed everybody off. There was one pro, I'm not going to say name, might have mentioned it already or not, but apparently bought all of the stock for 1 year and everyone else couldn't get it and they were fucked off.
Yeah, I heard it was a 90s thing. Like, it was big in the 90s.
Yeah, it was apparently. Give you like a rect, like whatever body part you put in, made it like a rect.
Yeah.
Is this the same as Nolotol? Is it the same thing?
Yeah, it's used for surgery. I thought it was
it causes like inflammation to make things easier to work on when they're small.
Yeah. So guys, somehow bodybuilders figured out to use it on their fucking muscles. Honestly, I don't know how people are taking Viagra before going on stage. Don't you worry about your shit like getting out of hand?
Yeah, but you're not horny, are you? You're not thinking about like this.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
You got to look.
It's shriveled anyway. It's shriveled as fuck.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Nathan?
When you died anyway, you know yourself. It's just shriveled as fuck.
Yeah, you're fucking dead.
There's barely nothing there. So any little boost will help.
Yeah. You might look good in those posing trunks when you put up, right? You're an up guy, right? You're an up guy.
There is up guys and down guys.
You know, I'm a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, there you go. Get a little Viagra in there, get you, you know.
Nathan, are you an up or down guy?
Up.
See?
Putting your trunks up?
Yeah.
No, like, you know, when
James?
your balls are, no, listen, because your knob can point up or down.
Yeah.
So if your bollocks are like pretty still okay size, you might end up being an up guy because the bollocks are pushing the dick up. If your balls are gone, then your dick's going to point down.
Go down.
So it really depends on the ball situation.
Maybe that's the problem, Ian. Maybe
you've been
your balls are
bodybuilding for
gone.
a long, long time, and your balls.
My balls are gone, so I'm definitely a down guy.
But my balls are gone. And I'm an up guy.
Why are you an up guy? There's nothing pushing it up. What's going on?
Your posing trunks.
It's just more comfortable.
Well, you're just tucking it up.
Just got too small opposing trunks.
Lads, he's basically waist. Yes, we are talking about balls. He's basically Fouad is waistband in it. You know, like when
actually, I swear to God,
You don't have to worry about the Viagra then. You got the waistband tucked.
listen. Actually, somebody's probably gonna fucking find this now. But I actually saw a photo once for one of my shows where it's sticking out, and I didn't know it was sticking out.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
That happened to me at the expo.
At the expo.
At the expo, I was working for Yamamoto, right? And then the guy goes to me, "Show me your legs." I took it off, and my shit just fell out. Some fucking caught on picture.
I remember I was doing a guest posing at a show. I think it might have been your show, Fouad.
Oh no.
I guest posed at your show in what, 2018 or something?
A couple times, twice, I think. Yeah.
Twice, but the most recent time. And
Yeah.
do you know who the guy is? He's a Canadian bodybuilder. He's been doing amateur shows forever. Always wears a tank top. He's like maybe in his late 30s, early 40s. Wears a tank top everywhere at all times. And does every amateur show ever.
I don't fucking know.
I showed you this guy, you would be like,
I would know if you saw.
I bet he's well known. It sounds like some really.
And yeah, one day I was backstage guest posing your show, and he was wearing posing trunks, and he just had one of his nuts hanging out the side of it.
that was definitely deliberate. That was definitely deliberate.
Pinched in the elastic seam, and just the ball had popped out. You know, I told him.
What'd you say? Hey, your nuts hanging out?
I said, yo, you got something hanging out there. And he's like, oh shit, sorry. You know.
Okay, so James, you point down.
If it shrivels too much, it points up because we know it goes so small that it hasn't even got any length. It has to point up.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I've had that happen before, where it's literally stubby. Yeah, I've had that happen.
I'm a down guy, always.
You're down all the time.
Always, yeah.
Nathan, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
So
I would only be down if I literally got it and went, and then let it get a bit more. Like literally, give it a little bit. It needs a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
Would you rather win the Arnold but never place above top 5 at the Olympia, or vice versa?
Arnold,
but never. So wait, but the vice versa would.
So you can win the Arnold and never be in the top 5 at the Olympia, or you can win the Olympia and never be in the top 5 at the Arnold.
Olympia all day.
Yeah.
Arnold, get more money.
Nathan's always thinking about the money, man. But there's more money if you win the Olympia.
Yeah, but you've got more chance to win the Arnold, though.
What's that?
You have more chance to win the Arnold, really.
No, it's saying if you can, you can win the Arnold.
Oh.
Or you can win the Olympia, but you'll never place in the top 5 of the other show.
Oh, Olympia all day.
I took it like you were saying you can place top 5 at Olympia and
that's right, yeah,
and not win an Arnold, or win the Olympia, win the Arnold and never be top 5 Olympia. That's how I took it.
I'll read it.
Because that option's too obvious, isn't it? If it's
win. That's what I took it like.
Okay, let me read it. Let me read it again. Would you rather win the Arnold, but never place above top 5 at the Olympia, or vice versa?
Yeah, I think he means.
Well, let's just answer for both ways. If it's the same winning both, then the Olympia is the clear. If it's the other way, then I think it's the Arnold.
What's the other way? I'm sorry, explain that to me.
If you're placing 5th at the Olympia or something in the top 5,
possible top 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or never win the Olympia, sorry.
Yeah. We've confused Fouad.
I'm confused. Let's just move on.
Get out of it quick. Let's not talk about that one.
Yeah, let's just. James knows me too well. What are your views on bodybuilding art? I don't even know what that means.
Is it like that thing in the background?
It's that Tyrannosaurus page. You guys know that page that does all the weird art for bodybuilding?
Can we get it out?
He's got one on his wall.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen
it. No, that's physique art. That's a different one.
Yeah, but same kind of thing.
No, this guy like does like weird stuff with our pictures. He like changes the way we're seen, I guess you could say.
Can he make like Fouad a Minotaur?
He made me like the Iron Sheik in one photo.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is
Oh, I've not seen it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's my Ian one there. Yeah.
So I don't know why he put you in jail, but okay. And then
Yeah, that's pretty cool, to be fair.
there's this guy here freaking out on the two guys that were laughing at the gym.
That's jokes.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then there's Nick winning the New York.
With a belt. New York Pro belt.
Yeah.
The ring as a belt.
Yeah, nothing but a peanut.
I think these are all right. Pretty cool.
So yeah, they're pretty cool.
That's cool.
I don't know why. I think he's the chef from South Park. Is that what he's got? Because he sounds like him, and he's chill like him.
Yeah. My chocolate salty balls.
That's
Yeah, that was a good one. I saw that one. That was great.
Oh, that's a Steph Curry joke, is what it is.
What's the? Oh, this is Nick again.
Did he die?
No,
I know,
don't say that.
No,
Why is
it's
he
got his-
like that?
We got Bumstead here.
that one was him. Oh, was that him?
Yeah.
Oh, that one was fun. I saw that one. I thought that was quite cool.
There's a whole bunch. You got Flex Lewis here. We got Blessing.
That's a nice one. That Alice and Luke one's really nice. I remember seeing that one. I thought
That's
that
pretty
was
cool.
really
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that one.
I'm pretty sure there was
Luke being his pretty stupid Popeye face.
This one was really cool. I thought, you know what, this guy should do. This guy made this, and
He done more of those.
It ended up in a lot of different places, and I think it reminds me of like a UFC poster.
Yeah,
Very much.
Yeah.
They should honestly hire this guy to do this for every show.
Yeah,
It does look really good. I actually thought that was someone that was involved in the IFBB.
No, it's just, but the IFBB needs to take notice of stuff like this and hire these people and just pay. I mean, how much could it possibly cost to contract this guy for a day's worth of work to make posters for each show, because it just builds hype for the show, you know?
That would be really cool, to be fair.
Oh, this is me here, like the Iron Sheik here. I don't know why.
I love it.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm wearing a turban, but
You know why.
and then I think there's a James one here. So what's this one? This is
Look at Honey Rambod.
Where? Oh, that's
With the king.
guy. Where? Oh, that is Honey.
Yeah, no.
Where? I know there's a. Oh, there you are. The Peaky Blinders.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I did like that one. I shared that because that was fucking good.
that's good. Yeah,
Cephas is that Deadshot or whatever his name is?
that's sad.
The Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
From DC.
Yeah,
Rami here. They're very good. Like the Photoshop on them is sweet.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
Anyway.
I was there when Sergio hit that. That's when Sergio was at the Olympia and Arnold posed with him. That was really cool, that moment. Took the old victory pose.
Here's another Bumstead.
yeah, I've seen these. Yeah,
Why is he a cowboy?
I don't know.
All right.
What does it say? Where's the
The bounty hunter.
That's why. So you give
Anyway.
context to these things.
So curious on you guys' take. Is cardio, say, on a bike okay if the legs are sore from prior day's workout?
Sure.
Not according to Nathan.
Just don't put the resistance super high. But
Is there a PR you're really proud of? Nathan, do you have a PR you're really proud of?
Probably a safety bar squat.
Oh, you had a big one on that a few years back, didn't you? I remember
Yeah.
that.
How many
Yeah,
plates?
like 8-9 plates or some shit.
9 plates, I think, yeah.
What?
Yeah. I can't go as heavy no more all days, bro. But yeah.
Old age. How old are you, Nathan?
34 or 35 on Tuesday.
Yeah, you start to feel it at that point.
Yeah, but I just think it's got to a point to where, I find more going lighter now, training smarter. But my best PR was the safety bar squat.
Yeah, I remember that.
How far down? There's no way I'm going to find that, is there?
No.
I think we were still amateurs. I think you
Yeah.
might have still been fucking doing that, weren't you?
I think
Hey,
so.
How old are you?
What, me?
31, right?
I'm 30. I'm 32 now. Fucking hell.
Oh, you're 32.
Catching me, James.
I know, bro. Fuck. I remember being like 19, 18. Fuck. Shit.
Ian, what?
Still had no hair, though.
30 or 31, Ian? 30. So, what was it? 8 plates or 9 plates safety bar squat? That's fucking heavy, man.
8 or 9, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was ridiculous. It was like it was like 340, 360 kilo. It was like well heavy.
James, have you ever squatted that heavy? I know you've done 8 plates, right?
No, not on a normal bar, but not on that fucking.
Yeah,
not that not on that monstrosity.
You still squatting heavy now, James?
Relatively, not like I don't go up to like 7 like I used to. I'm like a 6 guy at the minute.
Yeah.
What's your best PR, James?
I done an 800-pound squat, but just for one. But that's nothing. I didn't ever film it or nothing. It was just for ego. That's for 1 rep. That's 363.
Fuck. Heavy.
363 kilograms. Yeah. What, Ian? What's yours?
I don't know.
Deadlifting, no?
He's deadlifting now.
I mean, I've incline bench 5 plates for reps before, 5 or 6 reps.
That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
I like incline, but then I was doing 5 plates, but then I seen the young kid in Dubai, and since that I just fucked it off.
Yeah, fuck.
I just got scared. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah. I think the most I ever did was 5 plates on a flat bench. That's probably like my best.
Yeah, I've done 5 for 5 or 6 incline.
5 was the one because Kevin Levrone used to do 5 for a couple close to a show.
Yeah.
So it was like, I want to be like Kevin Levrone. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did you guys see this?
Yeah,
Mackie's very strong. What did you do this time?
Mackie's strong as hell.
Dude,
800
that's
for 2.
800 pounds for 2, and it
That's the
doesn't.
same as that's what Coleman did, isn't it?
Yeah, but it looks like he's lifting it actually easier than Coleman did.
Yeah.
Fuck. Didn't Coleman wear the suit as well?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got a
Good.
belt. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. It's
I think I can
crazy,
look
man.
at that right now.
Because you know what? The mad
Oh.
thing is like some kid rolled into my gym. I didn't
Wait.
even seen him in my life.
James, sorry, before you go on, I just want to apologize to Mackie because I think he's doing Chicago as well. So
Yeah, I think
that's
Oh,
another one
so.
that's going to be a top 5, somebody to look at for the top 5. But anyway, sorry, James, go ahead.
So this young dude come in my gym the other day and he just pulled 370 off the floor like it's fucking, I don't know, he just does it in this video. This isn't my gym. I've never seen him in my life. He's just come in, I've never seen him. He's a little bit like chubby, but he come in my gym like 380 off the floor like that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I thought I had the biggest deadlift in my gym. I'm pissed.
What's 380 pounds? Times
380 kilo, you mean?
or three, yeah, I know. It's 836 pounds.
Yeah.
James, we had this young lad in our gym. I think he's like maybe 89 kilo maximum. He just comes in the gym. He's always high as fuck on the weeds, right? He just comes to the gym, just deadlifts. I was doing deadlifts just fucking around. Got like 300 kilo. The kid just come in, just done 325.
Wanker.
I just looked and just thought, fuck
is he doing conventional as well, not like sumo, like normal?
Conventional, yeah. I'll get him to do it tomorrow. I'll send you it.
Yeah.
I was looking like, what the fuck?
89 kilo. Like, I don't think people understand.
And he looks stoned as fuck.
Stoned as fuck and 89 kilos.
Nathan, is your gym like fucking hardcore or is it a little softer?
A little softer. I don't. Where we are, bodybuilding's not. No, it's not like a looked up thing. So we have to, the machines are good machines, for bodybuilders, so they travel for that. But the actual look is a lot more softer because, it's a business. I try and cater for everyone. I'm in as a business rather than, even though bodybuilding's my passion, I want to run it as a business. That's why, I don't build it around me. I build it around what's needed,
Yeah.
But even though the colors aren't soft, black and blue or whatever, but the atmosphere, do you have like loud music playing? Is there people can use like chalk and shit?
No, so they use chalk, but if they drop it, they clean it. That's and so we don't really allow it, but we have a few guys who who are powerlifters and they use it. But like I said, the young kid who just comes in the stuff 325, he just comes in without a belt or wraps and just lifts it. So we have I'd say it's like 50-50 male and female.
Yeah. James, how come you never get up there? How far are you guys apart?
I'm going to, man. Me and Nathan have said this before. It's just because I'm fucking such a creature of habit.
Yeah.
It's my fault because I just I lose my shit if I'm away for a day.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm a homebody too, man.
Yeah. I know something.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't got your amenities to your hand and things aren't just there and accessible, it just drives me fucking ape shit. So
yeah.
I have to like pre-plan something so in advance in order to feel comfortable enough to do something like that. It's hard to get me to spontaneously do anything, so I have to plan things.
It's funny. I was just talking to Dennis James about this, and he was saying when he traveled, he never fucking trained. Like through his whole career. Like if he was away from home and he couldn't get everything he needed and wasn't where he needed to be, he just wouldn't train.
Really?
Yeah, and which I find strange because like I'm like James. I'm totally creature of habit. I have to be home. Everything's got to be in place. All my meals got to be ready. Like all that kind of shit. But my wife would always be like, "Can you just pack a bunch of Tupperware? Can we just go here? Can we just go there? Can we just go do this?" And I'm like, I got to have all my shit right. So like, Ian's gone to BC. I mean, it's different because you have an Airbnb, and Nathan seems like he's more chill too. So how are you guys about that? Like, do you guys have to have all your stuff planned, or you just kind of get it in when you can get it in?
I mean, I have like at the house here, I'm not like, we have a full house. Like my kitchen's here. All my like drugs and stuff I mailed ahead for myself. Like I have everything here 100%. There's nothing off plan whatsoever, you know?
But if you have a day where you have to go and do stuff then all day long, does it fuck up your whole day, or is it like?
Yeah, that stresses me out. Yeah.
Yeah. Nathan, what about you? You seem like you're more chill.
For me, if I miss training or I miss a meal, I'm not too phased. I'll make up for it tomorrow.
He'll go raving.
Yeah.
Not no more. I went raving a few weeks back, but I can't handle it now. Too old. Too old.
You went raving, really?
Yeah, for like what 3 weeks ago, the whole of England opened up again. Yeah. And then we had like day drinks, started at 4 o'clock, and then I said to the missus, "Oh yeah, I'll stroll in." It closed at 10. I strolled in at 10. Strolled in at like 6:20 in the morning, and the next day I was fucked. I paid for it, so not no more,
So you're still drinking and partying?
Oh yeah. As the kids say, you only live once, Only live once. Got to make the most of it.
Nathan, when you were prepping, like when we were like trying to turn pro and shit, you were like still having. I remember like 3 weeks out, I saw you like literally like a gig, like out having beer. I'm sure. You were like fucking on it. You must have been like, I swear you were like mandied out your nut, fucking yeah, me. Like everyone. and then 3 weeks later, turns up at the British and wins the overall and fucking goes pro.
Because for me, I don't like to eat, James. So like a lot of people, for them, eating's the worst thing for me. So if I get a cheat meal, say if I'm not in Kuwait, I'm not asked to get a cheat meal. I'd rather go and get on Yale and just go with the boys and have a night out.
Yeah.
For me, calorie wise, the same, really.
You've always enjoyed company.
If I'm dancing, it's cardio, right?
Well, there is that. There is that. That's how he gets ready in 6 weeks.
Beer is calories. Calories are calorie. and dancing is cardio. So
that's the 6 week. That's the 6 week diet plan.
So far we've learned from you in this podcast that you don't do anything that other bodybuilders do.
No, he trains and he lifts 5 to 6 meals a day.
Yes. It's so basics. Fucking crazy, man. I haven't had a drink in a while. Like it's been a long time.
And I was seeing Paul said to you, right, on a podcast like 2 weeks ago, you were saying if the world ends, you got raving, and Paul was like, "No, you won't." Remember?
I think. Did I?
Yeah. You said you got raving if the world is going to end. So I watch more than you. If the world's going to end, you'll go raving. And Paul's like, "No, you wouldn't. For what? I'd go on holiday." Paul's like, "I'd go on holiday with the family." Like, fuck that. I'd go with the young kids who got raving. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said.
I like having a drink. Paul's a stoner. I don't like that shit. It's not my. I can't smoke weed. So
when was the last time you smoked weed?
Man, he fucking a few
he
weeks.
He made me. You're gonna say
a few weeks ago, we stopped at a dispensary, and he's so funny when he calls. He's like, "I want the highest THC." He gets like the fucking.
This is what I do.
Yeah. Is that how much weed do you smoke?
Not from every day.
Oh, that's right. You smoke before bed though.
Yeah, like since we've been banned, I'll smoke like at maybe like 9 p.m. maybe, and then stay up for 2 more meals. Like, well, yesterday we went to the beach after training.
Yeah. And
I smoked at the beach, and then like went in the water and stuff, and then came home and ate and stuff.
It's crazy though. I feel like me and you are a lot alike mentally. It doesn't fuck with you.
In what sense?
Like I just can't talk. I can't. Like I just get really quiet. Like I'm like. No?
I've got a vape pen here somewhere, and I had to put it away because it was fucking me up.
You smoke, James?
How often do you smoke?
I don't often, but when I was in Florida, me and Luke would just jump in on it every day because it's like, fuck it, let's have a giggle. Yeah. And then I come back, and our friend Ian gave me a few because he was like, I know you boys like it. But my missus lost her rag. She's like, I hate you having that shit. Fucking. I don't like anything that makes you not in control.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So I put it away. So I was like, I'll leave it out. But, so I don't do it. But I don't mind it, but it just makes me mong out. Like, I'd sit here like...
Yeah, that's what I hate.
And you lot will be talking, and I'll be like trying to keep up with your conversation.
Yeah, see, I won't do it. I never do it during the day or when I really have stuff to do. Like, Usually I do it when I'm alone or just like chilling at night, like, and I'm going to eat my meals, relax on the couch. Or like yesterday, I was at the beach. I'm like, I'm never really in this kind of circumstance. We're out here. It's nice. Like I get to go in the water. This might be fun. So I just did it yesterday. But yeah, usually it's like a nighttime, like wind down, relax, eat my last 2 meals a little easier and just like kind of chill, you know?
Oh, okay.
Nate, do you smoke weed?
Never tried it.
Never?
Have you not?
Never smoked, bro. Never smoked. Never.
So
Never
you're an alcohol guy.
I'm a partier.
I'm stereotyped. I'm thinking Liverpool, young black male.
Bro. I'd rather stay up for 4 to 5 days than be monged out.
You're an uppercut.
Have you ever smoked a cigarette?
No, I never tried it. Never tried nothing.
That's actually good, man. That's actually good.
See, I can't. I can't do the 4 or 5 day thing either. I can do like 2 days, and then I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm good. Yeah. I can't do 4 or 5 days. That's fucking. I think I did 3 days one time, and I was like, where the fuck did Thursday go? I'm like, so yeah, I can't do that either. No, but Paul got me to smoke a couple weeks ago. He picks up the weed from the dispensary, and I'm like, he's like, here, you want some? I'm like, fuck, all right. So I took 2 fucking hoots off it, and I was fucked. I didn't talk for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
I literally left his place. I came home, and my wife's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I just don't feel like talking. And I literally just stared at the wall for like fucking. I don't know how I got so high. He's like, he kept saying to me, he's like, why are you so fucking high? I'm like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but you never smoke weed, right? Like,
no. So
well,
like,
I'm the same. It hits me like a fucking train.
Right? Like a ton of brick.
I smoke weed every night, so it's like,
mate.
Yeah,
it's like a more normal feeling to me. It's not that I get less high. It's just I'm more accustomed to the feeling.
Yeah.
I know exactly what to expect, and I know exactly how I feel. It's not like, oh my god, all of a sudden, you know, it's like, oh, I know exactly what I'm feeling, you know.
Yeah.
I could be in a room with someone, and just because of the backsplash, if I breathe it in, I'm like, whoa. Like I could literally be next to Ian and get high.
Yeah.
I swear down.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Favorite toppings on an ice cream sundae?
Hazelnuts.
Hazelnuts?
I like hazelnuts on ice cream. You know when you used to get the cornetto with the flake hazelnuts and chopped up. That's
I'm like fucking score bits or something on that.
I'm thinking chocolate fudge and Oreo cookie bits.
That's so American Canadian. Oreo bits. Like
what's wrong with Oreo bits?
England will be like hazelnut. Strawberry.
Hazelnut's so fucking like
you lot just fucking go over the top with everything.
It's so snobby. It's like hazelnut.
Yours
is so fucking bougie. Like
mine's very like Queen, but yours is very like fucking fat kids. Like let's put fucking Oreos on an ice cream.
It's like, true. It is fat kid, but that's what we're doing. We're eating ice cream. If I can do it right.
It's excessive.
Nathan,
fudge. Yeah, fudge by all means.
There you go.
Wait, can I just say something again? Do you notice how we said one ingredient, like me and Nathan? Like we're just happy to have a little bit of fudge or a bit of nut, and you're like Oreo, which is made of about 15 things itself.
I said fudge and Oreo actually.
And Oreo.
Fuck. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Greed.
And he could go more than that too.
I could. I just didn't want to look bad on the podcast. Fouad, do you boys believe in active recovery workouts instead of taking a few days completely off?
No.
Nope.
No. What about if you're doing like a 6-day program?
I'm doing 6 days now.
Me too.
And you don't have a day that's like higher or lower than others?
No. 6 days now till the show. Balls to the wall every single session. If you're not going to fucking work hard, then don't go to the gym.
Yeah, we have Mondays off every week, and that's it.
I feel like if you want to have an active rest day for, I'd go swimming.
No, it's not for me, but I feel like some people watching maybe aren't as hardcore.
Well, that's for them as well. I think like if you want to do something, if you're bored.
Yeah, but that's more hardcore, man. If you're taking active rest days, it's like you don't even want to take a rest day. You're fucking training on your rest day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Rest day. Just take a rest day.
No. I'm gonna give you an example. So, John used to have me train 6 days a week in the off season.
Who?
But he used to John Meadows.
Okay.
But John's theory was, and I don't know if this is going to make sense, but he said he would always say, "Don't dig a ditch so deep that you can't get out of it."
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
So he would be like, "I want you to train 6 days a week, but 2 of the days are going to be pump days."
Oh, okay, sure.
Right. 4 of the days
active recovery. That's just lower volume, less intensity training days.
Yeah, but what he's implying is
your goal is still hypertrophy on those days. It's not recovery.
True, but all I'm implying is there's a middle ground. somewhere, right? I guess it doesn't really answer the question. You're right. It's a different thing altogether, but I just don't know if 6 days balls out is going to work for most people.
No, agreed.
No.
That's why they need to have a rest day.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm saying if somebody wants to go to the gym 6 days a week,
They got a problem. If it's not your plan. I'm not saying he's still got a problem. I'm saying if you want to go gym 6 days a week and you're only meant to go 5, you got a problem.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to go on those other days or something, like, say you're doing whatever, just go do cardio, do some ab training, stuff like that. Don't go fucking lift weights.
okay. I think
I think go to the fucking cinema and fuck off. Get away.
I think that's a form of active recovery, though.
What?
Like going to walk on the treadmill or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want to do active recovery.
But I actually believe in that. Like, let's say, for example, you train 5 days a week and you have 2 days off.
Mhm.
I actually believe that on those 2 days, maybe one day would be completely rest, but I believe like one of those days could be my legs are sore. I'm going to go do the treadmill for a fucking half an hour.
Sure.
That actually might make your legs recover faster.
Sure.
Yeah, but why can't you get on the push bike and go for a cycle around the park?
Yeah, you can do that too.
That'd be nice,
that's-
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a form of active recovery too, I think so. Yeah. Okay.
So we know what active recovery is now. We've established.
I'm trying to give them scenarios, man. Fuck. Just forget it, James. Let me see. Is there any good ones here? Craziest stories of groupies. Nathan, you got any groupies?
I don't kiss and tell, bro. That's a Nick. Leave that to Nick.
You're married. You don't have any groupies. Actually, forget it. When all of us are married.
I don't get any groupies. My training partner gets them all.
Will C-Bum ever be beaten at the Olympia, or will he keep winning until he calls it quits?
This is for Ian, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Ian, what do you think?
There's literally zero chance he'll lose.
Really?
Zero chance.
You don't think anybody can beat Chris?
No.
Why?
I mean, he won in 19 when he was like garbage compared to what he was in 20, and he's only going to get better from here. So, I mean, I think the look has been established. Chris is the king of that look, and I think he's just going to keep getting a little better, and no one's going to touch that look.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
And Chris also like has intangibles that a lot of people don't have. Like, you know, he has like an essence about him with that look that is just someone people don't have. You know, it's like it's one of those intangible things. Like, you know, he was saying about who were we talking about earlier?
Sergio.
We were talking about aura earlier. Yeah, we were talking about aura.
Yeah, but Sergio, like he has that kind of thing. Like when he comes on, you just look at him, you're like, this guy wins. Like, you know?
Yeah. It's true. So Chris does have something that's like it's not measurable.
No,
because if you try to pick apart his physique, you can pick out little things here and there. But like when he's actually standing on stage, it's almost like it doesn't matter.
He's got that je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
But no, there's no who's going to beat him. I mean, I don't see anyone beating him.
I don't. I think second place is interchangeable, but first not.
No,
it's going to be very hard. Yeah,
I think that the guy that could play second if he gets his shit like really in lock is that Steve Loris.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah,
Steve Loris has got a crazy physique, but again, that actually is a perfect example of what Ian's talking about. I think Steve Lorius's stage presence needs work.
Doesn't have it. The same je ne sais quoi, you know?
Yeah. Stop saying that.
This is definitely being put on Instagram. This definitely on repeat to everything.
If you could go back to being 20 years old and have the genetics to win 10 Olympias, but you have to drive nothing but a Geo Metro hatchback for the rest of your life, would you do it?
What the fuck's a Geo Metro hatchback?
I've never even seen one.
It's like a little econo box. James,
it's obviously a hatchbox.
James, it's like the car you had before.
Well, my Picanto.
Yeah.
Kia Picanto. I crashed it around about. I know you guys. I crashed it around about into. I got hit from the side because I pulled out like a knob, and then because I was raging, I reversed into a lamppost straight after. So the side of the car was smashed in, and the back was smashed in.
That's a Geo Metro.
I would rock that because I'm rich as fuck, bro. From 10 Olympias,
you get to win 10 Olympias, but you have to drive this forever.
I would drive that, and I'd wear Ever Center Pony shoes.
What, those flip flop thingies?
No, literally the slippers,
the deck shoes. Yeah,
and I would feel good about it.
Why does he wear those all the time?
Because they're comfy as fuck. Apparently,
he make them himself. He probably made them.
He probably did. Probably got the old sewing machine out and
he's making his fucking straps and gym bags and everything now.
His straps look good though.
They do.
Nice, and the gym bag's nice too that he made.
I'm gonna predict that Senapani has his own line that's like mass produced in the next 10 years.
Can we not get him to sponsor this podcast and get us a bag each?
I would. I'll post Evan's stuff for free. His shit's just good, and you know he takes care, right? You know, like he.
I bet if he gets one that's not default on the line, he literally throws it away. You know, like when he's got one with a slight stitching error. That's like that. So
guys that like when he's gonna have kids, he's gonna be like teach his kids like do it once and do it right. You know.
Absolutely, he's definitely that guy. He's definitely that guy.
But Evan has a uniform, right?
He's got like a shirt thing.
He's got that rugby shirt.
Oh yeah.
With the collar.
Yeah.
He's got one for like the ironworks where he does work on steel.
Yeah.
I know. The Evan uniform I know is the rugby shirt with the collar and the khaki pants.
Yeah.
With the cargo pants with the
kind of baggy cargo pants. Yeah.
And then the slippers.
Yeah.
Those slippers, man. When I walked through his door, like both occasions when I've been in his house, and there's like the little porch, they're just there.
You're like, I know those slippers.
I fucking know the slippers. There's an aura about them slippers.
I don't know if I want to drive a Geo Metro for the rest of my life, man.
You're too for the rest of your life, or just for while you're competing?
Just for the rest of your life.
Whatever. It's just a car.
Yeah.
I can pull it into my fucking $2 million house. I don't really care.
Fouad can't accept the car comment there. It's just he can't. It's just not. He can't compute that. Look at him. Can't pull up at something.
Can we soup the shit out of our Geo Metro though?
Surely, yeah.
You can, are you gonna buy a car yet or what? I'm still waiting.
No. Come
on, man.
I'm staying in Vancouver long enough that it saves me from that.
Good.
I got a nice Dodge Durango rental.
You gotta get rid of that Kia, man. Get something good.
Yeah.
Get something fast.
It is fast.
No, it's not.
Nathan, what do you drive for the minute?
It's like kind of fast.
Have you got a BMW or something?
Yeah, got the X5.
See, proper.
Is it the X5M or just the X5?
X5M.
Oh, see, there you go, Ian.
Fuck.
Step up, man.
X4M. Now I feel like I need to step it up. But.
No, I thought you were looking at the X6.
No, don't get the X6. Don't get the X6. Shit.
Too long.
The X4 is the SUV. The X4M is what I was looking at.
So the X4.
Oh, I thought you asked me.
X6, right? Like a coupe.
The X4 is smaller. The X6 is. The X5 is probably best size wise.
Yeah.
Get the 7-seater X5. Better. 7-seater is good.
Yeah.
Look.
Just get something so the guy has to shave his beard.
I did a build this morning. I got Facebook ads, like when you look at cars, then you get Facebook ads for cars.
Yeah.
I got one today for a new Acura NSX, so I was like doing the build and price on those. I'm like, it's cute too, but
you're not going to do that. Don't do that.
I kept doing that.
If I'm going to spend 170K on a car, I'm not going to buy an Acura.
Yeah.
No, that thing's too computer. It's like there's no feel to it.
Yeah.
I had a moment when I kept doing that for my friend's got a Ford Raptor. And I was like, oh, cool. Can't have him showing off. So I just kept doing the build. I kept going to the website, coming off, going back on. When I looked at the price, I was like,
are pickup trucks less common over in the UK?
Yeah, massively. Yeah.
I thought you guys couldn't have Ford Raptors because they were too wide for the roads.
A Raptor you can have. But
nothing now, yeah.
Wait, the Ranger Raptor or the real Ford Raptor? Like the
Ford,
F1?
The Ford
Raptor you can have.
Yeah.
The Ranger, you can have the Ford. It's the Ranger, right? The Ranger's the cheap one, yeah?
The Ranger is a smaller one.
Yeah, the
Ranger.
Oh, I think our one might be actually a form of our Raptor might be actually a Ranger model.
Yeah, it's a Ranger. So I was going to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the same as your.
Not as comfy. Not as comfy.
No.
Yeah, because I think the F-150 Raptor is too wide for the UK streets.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah.
No
wouldn't park it either. No, park it.
No. Wouldn't fit in a bay.
You guys want to rate a physique?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on.
We haven't rated a physique in a while.
We had one guy that tagged us like fucking 35 times over the last couple of days, and I wants to get his physique rated.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
You don't get.
Well, I don't want to set that precedent, or else we're just going to get a million people messaging us all day long. Like,
please, it's a random selection, people.
Okay,
say it once, and it might be.
I don't know why this guy must be joking. Oh shit. Okay, this is him.
He's a powerlifter.
I'm a powerlifter getting ready for my first
squat, 788 deadlift.
I'm a powerlifter getting ready for my first show. That's what it says.
He's got a total over 2,000. It's pretty fucking right.
I mean, but he's got no physique pictures.
Right here.
Yeah, how can we rate? That's not a physique, mate.
I don't know. He asked. I don't know. I didn't know what he was going to look like when I pulled it up.
Well, I'm going to say this. The widest part of him is his hips. Like, and I'm just saying. So that tells me that what needs to be worked is everything other side of both of those.
I think he just wants everybody to see his lifts.
I think he does.
He's strong as shit, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
780 squat. There you go.
But that's how you're not in a rude way. That's how your physique goes, though, if that's your focus.
James, you've done 780.
Yeah.
I think we all have.
But why is it more impressive when you guys do it? Because you guys do it for like reps, don't you?
Well, it's because we're like
that shit out.
Yeah, we're relatively lean.
Yeah, but it's like he's doing one, and I'm not taking anything away from because I can't fucking do anywhere near this weight. So please, nobody fucking say anything. But I'm just saying when you guys like Ian and James and probably Nathan too, when you guys do it, you walk it out and you're probably doing a few reps with it, right?
Yeah, that's what men walk weights out. Men walk weights out. That's all I'm going to say. Listen, if you can't walk it out, don't pick it up.
Yeah.
Is that the rule?
That's the rule. Yeah. If you can't pick them up off the dumbbell rack, don't fucking lift them.
4 plates? Fuck that. That's a warm-up.
That's close grip.
Dan, I'm sorry you get roasted, dude, but you asked to be rated, and then
1 rep? That's fucking embarrassing. 1 rep? What the fuck?
Yeah, even I used to do 4 plates for like 10.
I'm just saying, where's the progress towards the bodybuilding show? Where's the pics? Like, I thought you were going to do a bodybuilding show. I'm confused.
725 beltless, no straps, and a deficit. Ian, what did you just deadlift like last week?
I can
more than, and it didn't take that long.
This is horrible. We should.
I'm just saying because we can't. He's not giving us physique, so now we have to rate performance.
Yeah, I guess it's true. It's his fault.
He is good. Listen, I'm not gonna. He's a strong guy.
If you're powerlifting, you have to be stronger than us, and you're not.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just confused with the Dan, bro. You said you were doing a bodybuilding show. Like, why is there no update, pick progress, no 10 pounds lost this month, blah blah blah. Like there, I can see a little bit of a bit of arm, but what's going on?
Yeah, I agree. All right, I got fooled by that one.
He fooled you.
If you had to, I don't want to do that one. Okay, let's rate a real physique. Maybe this guy's serious.
When are we going to start rating other pros?
Do you want to rate other pros?
I don't know.
Dude, you know how many fucking pros hate me already because of I give my critique on their physique or their placing or.
It's all right.
Is it all right though?
Yeah.
Listen, I got
to take the criticism. Criticism, you'll be able to take it.
I got a message today from someone who said they were mad. They were mad at something I said in the last podcast.
I want to know who it is.
But listen. This person has gotten more praise on this podcast than any other person ever. But they're mad about one comment I made.
Who could it be?
I don't know, but I'm like, you get enough.
You do know. Oh, wait. I don't know. Boys, we need
I don't want to say. I just want to say this.
Hey, wait. Text us all right now the answer.
Yeah, and then we can see our reaction. When we go, oh.
Yeah, text us the answer. We won't say.
We honestly won't say. I won't say. And we'll keep it very,
You couldn't. This is the thing. I feel like if you get a ton of praise, then you should be able to take a little bit of criticism once in a while.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a criticism; it was like a joke. But like, I don't know, man.
I've criticized the same person a few times. To be fair,
it wasn't even a criticism. It wasn't. It was literally.
Oh, but I have criticized the person.
Yeah, it was literally a joke, and I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, we give this person. And it's other people too. Other bodybuilders are mad at me too for like saying, "Oh, I don't think they're gonna be second or third or fourth." It's like I can't just tell you you're awesome all the fucking time. Like, if like we talk about different bodybuilders all the time, we say how amazing they are, right? And then if I say, "Okay, well, I think he's gonna be third," they get mad, and I'm like, "You're
still a fucking amazing bodybuilder if you're in a pro show placing third."
Yeah, anyway,
you know what I mean.
I don't think
we all still think very highly of you if we are considering you placing.
I don't think there's any way around it. I think, people, this is their life and their passion. And I think they just take their shit real seriously.
When you're doing predictions for a show, everyone except for the winner is going to be upset about it.
Yes.
Yeah, true. The winners will be like,
yeah.
All right. This is David.
I picked Justin to beat Nick in fucking New York, and Nick was not happy about that.
No, Nick was not happy. This guy's got a good physique. David Johnston.
David J. Don't forget the J.
What does it say?
It might be another J.
David Johnston, rate my physique or talk shit about it. Either is cool. Okay.
National light heavy. He's a light heavy.
Oh, I've seen this guy before.
All right.
That front double's nice. It's not bad.
That's nice.
It's good physique.
Decent. There's some definitely progress between the two as well.
Good back shots, good hamstrings, good calves.
The
Calves.
obviously a little tighter, but
Calves are very nice.
yeah.
Lift the fuck. Dry as hell.
That's his best part, almost.
Side of the leg, hamstrings pretty
That's
good.
Good progress.
Good improvements.
All right, so we got some pretty good an idea of who he is. His hamstrings are good. Adductors are good.
Is that still him, or is that a client?
210. Yeah, left pictures 11 years ago.
Oh, it is him. It is him. Sorry,
Yeah.
the hair threw me off.
199 pounds.
27-pound difference there, yeah.
It's decent, man. He's on the road, and he's definitely like on a good trajectory. You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing with bodybuilding.
Okay,
Even in the standing relaxed, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, good quads.
Yeah,
but I don't know if he's classic. Is he bodybuilding, right?
I feel like
doesn't matter. Read him on the amateur scale.
Bodybuilding. Yeah, he's bodybuilding.
Yeah, national light heavy. So
yeah, light heavy. Yeah, I'd say he's good for light heavy. He's got
all right, we'll use this one, I guess.
Okay.
What do you guys? Go ahead, Ian.
I'll give him on the amateur bodybuilding scale. I'll give him a 7.7.
James?
I'm right there with Ian on that. I think there's room to improve, but how far along that line he is to being able to become a professional, he's quite far up the ladder. He's not, he's got a bit of work to do, but he's getting there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Nathan?
7.5, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the furthest off. I have met an 8.1.
Okay, so you got the best. That's
I'm not too far from you guys, but I just think it's very usually when we get these guys on here, something's missing, and I feel like he's
very complete.
He's not really missing anything. He just needs more size.
A bit more size. Shapes there, everything's there, symmetry's there, just a bit more size.
Yeah. Often you draw someone up and there's like a lagging body part, which is standard.
What's that, a front squat? 5 plates? That's good. Or 4 plates?
Where?
Oh, yeah, look. Look.
Is that a front with 4 plates?
Yeah, no.
That's still good.
Still good.
Let's see.
Listen, front squat 4 and over isn't easy. It's like,
especially for a guy that's 200 pounds.
Yeah, that's good, man. And it's deep too. Good for you.
I'll give him an 8 for that now.
Give him a bump.
do you know what we sound like now, though? Because of the comparison of the two judges, we sound like we don't like powerlifters, but that's not the case.
No.
I just want to make that very clear. It's just that supposed powerlifter there said that he was getting ready for a show and showed us nothing to judge.
Yeah, no, I have nothing. I just got a message from a powerlifter last week who's like,
I'm very impressed by many.
He's actually said to me, he's like, I forget what he said. He's like, there's a lot of things you guys talk about on the show that relate to powerlifting and bodybuilding. He's like, I'm switching over to bodybuilding. I got a ton of respect for powerlifters, man. That guy fooled us because he's like, rate my physique, and there was not any physique.
Yeah,
you know what I think is really funny about the Nick Walker Blessing thing? All these people shit on Blessing, and they like all took Nick's side, and they all like dug right in for Nick, and now Nick and Blessing are friends.
I know. I even dug in.
I know, and now you're like on the shit list with Blessing,
now
but
I'm the
Nick,
bad guy.
Yeah, now.
No, but you know what?
That's why I stay out of those things, because I knew that was going to happen.
Everyone dug in because no matter what people say, it was legit beef. It's just that they've grown up.
It wasn't a what?
It was definitely legit beef. There was legit.
I don't think it was legit. I really don't think it was legit beef.
No,
it was at the time. Yeah.
No.
It was.
Listen, wait a minute. I think it was legit that Blessing wanted to beat Nick and Nick wanted to beat Blessing. But I honestly, like, I had Blessing on here, talk to him about it. Like, I don't think he hated Nick. I think
this weren't no prearranged. Let's talk shit about
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you say beef, I think Nick actually, or Blessing actually disliked Nick, and I don't think that's the case.
They fucking bite each other, but I mean, they were not besties at the time.
I feel that what they were saying to each other is what was on their mind.
Yes.
True. I agree.
Yeah,
but
so that's legit.
But I feel like a legit beef is not solved when the show is over.
No, but they both come to reconcile and realize that it's quite stupid, and what they've done was actually good for the sport. So let's make best of the situation, and we actually respect each other because we both come through and done our best at the show. I think they just, the aftermath of it is when they realized that this isn't as bad as we thought.
If you say it that way, I agree with you. You're right. Because I don't think they were faking their comments. I think
exactly.
Yeah. I think they were like legit trying to piss each other off or beat each other, whatever.
You're trying to shake the other man, like put him off, make him land and fly the plane right.
But the reason I didn't dig in for anybody is because I kind of knew when the fucking show was over, they were going to be like, okay, they're cool.
I didn't dig in because I do like them both. Like I've actually
that too, yeah.
before.
Yeah.
And Nick, I think his work ethic's great. So I didn't really want to get too in there because I actually like them both.
Yeah.
They're both all right.
Yeah. All right, we'll do a few more and we'll go.
What you got, Nathan? I want to know. Sorry, I'm just curious about Nathan's
Yeah,
food.
I am too. What are you eating?
I knew it was bullshit anyway. I just thought it was funny just watching it, so I just went along with it.
Yeah. What are you eating? What are you eating, Nathan?
Bodybuilder food. Look.
Steak and rice?
Steak and rice. Bodybuilder food.
Done it.
I can't eat kebab on the show, can I?
Yeah, you can. Here's the thing. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. If you say you drink and you eat kebabs and then you win, then you're a fucking hero. If you say you drink and eat kebabs and you lose, then people are going to shit on you. So
I guess so.
You have to decide what you want. And that's the other thing with Blessing shit talking is what's he going to do for the next show? Like, he can't shit talk anymore.
No.
You know, it reminds me of King Kamali. When King Kamali came in, it's kind of when I first started following bodybuilding, and he started shit talking everybody. It was cool because he backed it up. He would go into shows and win and qualify for Olympia. He looked really good. His posing was really good.
Yeah.
But then when he started not doing so well, nobody wanted to hear him talk shit no more.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wonder how Blessing's gonna, like, what's his gimmick gonna be now if he can't talk shit?
I thought I will say, like, I thought Blessing looked actually really good in Indy. I think he's just not big enough, but I think he looked good. I think if he brought that to Cali, he would have done all right.
I don't know. I think Blessing to me is like
all right. I don't know how well, but he would have done all right.
I just think he's got
the Cali lineup was weaker.
I just think he's got a gym physique. Like, not being bad on the guy. It's a gym physique. Like, we have to in our gym. You know, you look fucking monstrous walking around a gym in a vest. Then you get on stage and it's not quite there. You know, I'm not being a cunt to him, but
no. You're being honest. There. You know, have the eye. You're a bodybuilder. You know.
Yeah, to shit talk, then back your shit. Like I said, back it. But I think walking around the gym, he's fucking massively impressive. Like, every time I see him walking from the back, I'm like, motherfucker, that's huge.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, when the pants are down, I'm like,
that's true. Yeah.
I think
it's when the pants are down, bro.
Where do you think he would have placed in California, James, if he was like Indy?
Well, the reason I say that is because I don't think. Like, Hassan was off again, unfortunately, which is a shame. I wanted him to be on. Who got second?
Shaaban.
Who was in fourth? I don't even know who was in fourth.
El Imam,
yeah. El Imam was fourth.
He would have been like around there.
I think El Imam would have beat him.
I don't know if he would have. Because he wasn't as good as El Imam or everything. He wasn't as good as he was in the previous Indy.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
but
hard to say. I think he would have been top 4, top 5 still.
Yeah, I mean, that fits about.
It's weird because when I look at the Cali show and Patrick won being a slightly smaller man, in areas, I can compare Patrick more to Blessing than I can to Shaaban. Yeah. I feel like Shaaban is a complete bodybuilder, and that's why it was really odd for me that he didn't get the win. And that's not me taking anything away from Patrick. If you win, you win. It's great, but it's just because I felt like Shaaban had the least holes I could pick.
I don't know if that's true. I think.
That's just my.
No. You're right. I agree.
I feel like Shaaban's comparable to me in Spain.
I agree with his assessment.
I agree with James. What you're saying, it's a traditional bodybuilding look. Shaaban had it for sure, but I think the judges kind of had a tough call because it wasn't like Patrick was smaller. Like, when you look at the statures.
No, but I mean, certain body parts were smaller.
Certain body parts, like so. Patrick's main issue, I think, is his hamstrings are very shallow from the back. There's a big gap between the legs. His back could probably be a little bit thicker, but I don't think Shaaban's back was that incredible either.
No, Shaaban, like I said, I compare him to me because he's got no outstanding body parts, and I'm the same. It's like I'm kind of balanced. I feel Shaaban's that, but that's why I feel like he could have won because it's hard to tick a box saying he hasn't got this.
I honestly think he could have won. Nobody would have complained, but I also. But I also think Patrick could have, like, it's tough because that's what I mean about the show is it was like an apples and oranges kind of thing.
Oh, of course. I don't by no means think it was daylight robbery or anything. I think Patrick deserved to win as well. I think if it went either way, I wouldn't have moaned. Just saying from my my perspective on how I would judge. Good thing I'm not a judge is I would tick off what's not there. And if that was the case, then Shaaban would have had the least things to tick off.
I would have probably judged it in shots. I think
I'm more of like a
but I would have been like shot for shot. And the way I think I honestly had Shaaban winning the front and back poses.
Yeah.
And I had Patrick winning the side poses.
The waist and the side.
But maybe the judges were looking at detail. because like
Pat's got some nice detail.
Yeah, Patrick's got some really nice detail in certain areas and a little bit more lines than Shaaban. So
yeah,
I'm not actually commenting towards you, James. I'm commenting to a lot of people online. They're like, oh, it's a robbery, and I'm like, it's not really a robbery. It was kind of like it could have went either way, you know.
It's definitely not robbery, and I'm saying that being someone who said that Shaaban could have won.
Yeah.
I don't think it was robbery by any means. I wouldn't even listen. To be fair, I know Hassan was off, but like it's apple, oranges, and pears there.
Yeah,
like there's a pear in the equation, and even if he won, I would have been okay. The reason he's won is because of the muscularity.
Yeah.
So whatever, you know, it's one of those things. Bodybuilding's open to suggestion.
I don't even know if Hassan would have had to been like 100% shredded. If he was a little bit better, he might have been able to win.
Maybe a touch more. I think with Hassan, he's just a little bit still thick around the center.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing him harder either. I'm not seeing
Hassan not like he could be. Not like he could be.
No,
but then come in more for sure.
Yeah, but then I'm sure Chris just feeding them protein, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he needs to something else.
Maybe he needs a bit of carb back in there.
That's what me and Ian were talking about, because I think his diet was like solely protein and it wasn't a lot of food at all.
Because of the whole Ramadan, I bet his metabolism's just got a bit shot.
Fat from fasting and all that?
Yeah, just like the awkwardness of the diet, and things probably aren't running in tune like they normally would on a prep.
Yeah. Going back to Blessing, I think he's got a good shape, but he has a lot of muscle to fill in.
Yeah.
Before he can like really compete with anybody. Yeah. So we got our worst bodybuilder. We're all done, I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna fucking hate me, and because I get the shit for this, right?
They're not just gonna hate you; they're gonna hate us all, and we're gonna get tagged in some posts.
I've got more shit from being on the show than anyone on here, so fuck all of you.
But this is the thing, Ian. When you get shit on, I automatically get shit on.
Yeah, but I still get it worse, man. I get like death threats because of what I said about.
You know what though? Like,
hey,
we have to answer questions. If we ask something, we have to answer it.
Yeah. Well, Nathan, you can answer this one because this person's directed it directly at you. What do you think about Nathan saying he is 6 weeks out? He doesn't seem in very good shape.
Asked Neil Hill the same thing last year. That's it.
So can I tell you something private? I probably shouldn't tell, but I just thought it was funny. My wife, Summer, so she's part owner of the company. Obviously, you know that, Nathan.
Yeah.
We're driving somewhere. I forget where we're going, and we're having a coffee, and she's like, "Do you think Nathan's going to be in shape?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm sure he's going to be in shape. She's like, "I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's like going to be in shape." I'm like, "He's going to be in shape. Don't worry about it." So I just want you to know everybody is worried that you're not going to be.
No, for me,
I thought you just said the show's 10 weeks out.
No, the 10. So I posted a video, right? And Ascar said to me, "We could be ready in 6 weeks." Yeah,
that's how I took it.
So I posted. Coach says 6 weeks because I've never been this lean.
Yeah.
At this weight, you know, I was 33.5 kilo, which I think it's like 296 or something like that, 27 pounds. So Ascar said, like, I've never seen you that lean at that weight. We can be ready in 6 weeks, but you know we'll do 10 anyway. So I just put it out there, like, Coach says I can be ready in 6 weeks. So for me, I was like, yeah, fuck that, I can be ready in 6 weeks. You know, go to Kuwait, do no cardio, and then even today, I took some videos today, and probably come down 3 pounds since last week. But the stomach's totally flat. The legs are coming in. So Ascar said, look, fucking, you know, we'll see how you go. But I'm good. I'm good.
I'm a bit jealous about you going to Kuwait. I kind of fancy it, man. Kind of fancy it, Nathan. I'm not gonna lie.
Easy life, bro. It's an easy life.
It's because I just sometimes need to pull myself away from Call of Duty Warzone and skates.
That's the only time. Well, that's the only time I play.
Like, shit!
At home, because all you do, James, is sleep and eat.
Fuck.
That's it.
That might be the perfect life for me. Shit, Warzone all day. Oh no!
Go try it out.
Nathan, I might jump over there with you, lad. Let me know if there's a space. Yeah.
I feel like that would be the perfect place for you. Like, no offense to Yannicka, but dude, you're still bodybuilding mentality that, like, it doesn't seem like you would need anything.
I think it would be good, and I'm shook to fucking, like, scared sometimes to make these little jumps. And it takes me to see someone else do something to, like, think, oh, I wouldn't want to. No, I don't want to be a copycat. Nathan said that. Nathan's the original fucking Kuwait guy. All these other fuckers try and emulate that shit. We know that. So that's why I would, if I was ever to go to Kuwait, I would message Nathan and I would say, look, would you mind if if I appeared over there? Because I feel like out of respect, there's something I should.
It's comfy, bro. It's good. It's good. I mean? It's good. It's just, it's so chilled. You know, I think people underestimate it. Like I think the mentality out there is different. You know, it's a lot calmer, and even for themselves, they have a lot to prove to everyone. I think, and that's
Absolutely.
what it's thrived on. Like over here, you know, I push myself hard, but then when you go over there and you see like Rolly's there and Brandon, and you're like, motherfucker, that's for me. I'm thinking Rolly can't outpress me, even though he can. In my mind, like, motherfucker, like I'm not allowing it. You know, I'm always trying to catch you. And for me, like, I just want to get. For me, my whole goal is to get on the wall. I said to Abada, I just want to get on the wall. That's it, the Wall of Fame. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know,
I like that. That's cool, man. That's so good. Sick.
You're 293 pounds right now.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy, man.
He's a big lad.
Okay, we'll do a couple more. Should a true friend lie to back up his close buddy no matter what?
Straight away.
Should a true friend lie to back up his close buddy?
I always throw white lies out there to protect my mates.
Yeah.
All the time.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, unless you're just a fucking.
Is there a situation where you wouldn't?
Maybe if he's like in court for something, sexual assault or something.
Yeah.
And you know he does it.
James, that's the worst scenario ever.
James, your brain is fucking.
So if you know your bro is an absolute.
What'd you say, Ian?
I said, you said, is there any way? He gave you that.
I know. James's fucking mind is always fucking.
I'm just one step ahead, bro. That's all that is.
I know.
Making sure.
That's right, I guess.
It's the only time.
Who is going to place the highest at the Olympia of the crew?
Fuck, there's too many of us. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, there's too many now. You can't ask.
Are you guys going to start fighting when we start?
I'll answer it.
I know you will. Fucking.
Nathan's like, yeah, I'm doing that shit.
Honestly, I think sadly lowest be Nick. For the simple fact, you have to earn your stripes, bro. I'm not being a motherfucker. Everyone knows it's political in the sport. No matter how good you are, you can't just roll up to an Olympia and get top 4. You just can't.
What was Phil Heath's first Olympia?
But no, you can. But you can't catch. No, you can't catch Phil because Phil qualified 3 or 4 times before he even went. Yeah,
before he even went.
You know, it's different. You have to earn your stripes. Unfortunately, you know, to get top. Ian knows the score. Ian's Olympia. I thought he should have got 10th. Where'd you get Ian? 13th for your first Olympia?
Yeah, 14th.
Yeah, that first one I remember. I thought, how the fuck was that? I thought that.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then I think, you know, top 5, 6, 7 would probably be between us 3. I just think that.
Yeah. Well, there's somebody else that we're missing. Guy's doing 212. Sorry.
212 guy.
Guy looked pretty decent in those shots he posted yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it caught me. I was like, shit, this was better than I expected.
Yeah, I didn't realize he'd lost so much fat so quick.
Yeah, he was coming quick. He's telling me he lost a lot. He doesn't eat a lot of food. He's like
all the 212. Like Flex is like he says he's not really on appetite.
Yeah, they don't really eat much. Yeah,
they're not really.
So Nick, really. Hey, Nick's gonna be fucking on fire when he hears that shit.
Yeah, but he didn't say it's because of his physique. He said
no. I know.
You know, everyone knows you have to earn your stripes. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. You know, if it's best man on the day wins, then you know it'd be fair, but it's not. It's different. I think the Olympia's a different kettle of fish, and I think you know
different than the Arnold, isn't it? It's different than the
Arnold. Arnold, you get a fair shot.
It's like,
you know, Arnold. You get a fair shot. You know, I don't think the Olympia you get that fair shot because, you know, if you look back in time, you know, Dexter sometimes shouldn't even got top 5.
Well, I don't think a fair shot is the right way to put it. I think you're right.
There's a precedent set.
Paying your dues is more.
You
got to pay your dues at the Olympia, which I think I would agree with. But there has been people who have overcome that though. Because I mean, like Hunter's first Olympia, he's 8th.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, but then it comes with that. I think a lot of that comes from the name. Is like you're in the judge's head. Like a name carries you as well. I'm not saying you've got that place because of name, but like when you're aware of someone, like
you get a better look. You get a better look.
Labrada is a massive name in bodybuilding.
And there was also like there had to be the comparisons with me and Hunter, so you knew we were going to be close. You know?
Around each other, yeah, exactly. There was a lot of that from the previous shows. It's situational, but definitely, you know, name does cause a lot of who's gonna put you next to who. Name is often part of that.
Yeah, because if this was Nick's second Olympia, you could argue top 5. I believe he could.
Yeah.
I honestly believe he could argue top 5.
Yeah.
If it was the second Olympia or something, you know.
Yeah.
Because the way, you know, you have massive monsters like Ramy, who's the winner, and that's the presence of where it's at now. You know, Ian's a big guy, so Ian will get a fairer look. Ian will get a fairer look now because Ramy's in there. I believe, because, you know, when it was Brandon, it was more aesthetic look. But Ian's going to get a better look now because of the top guy, if Nick said.
But I don't know if that really holds true. That thinking really holds true, because it makes sense in most shows, which I agree with. But the last show, it was like Ramy, then it was Brandon.
Yeah, because he's probably Olympia. You can't just put him fourth.
Yeah, maybe there's a bit of that there. Like, you can't just disrespect the man. Get down.
But I'm just saying, if you look at the top 4,
but no, I mean, he's right though, because if you look at like Akeem definitely matched up the most fair with that group, the shape and the look with the mask. But
he was last out of that group.
Yeah, he was last, but he matched up the best, and that's why he filled that void into the top 6.
But I'm saying, if the size thing mattered so much, he would have moved up more.
I don't think so.
He was far bigger than Brandon. Akeem is double the size of Brandon, especially in the lower body.
Double. He's literally double.
Okay, maybe not obviously not double.
I swear, man, he's double the size.
Akeem, especially in the lower body, is far bigger than Brandon.
Yes.
I don't know if that thinking holds true.
We'll see.
I think the paying your dues thing is more true than anything. I think you guys, because you're all new, and this is speaking from the outside looking in, you guys are all going to have trouble with the guys that have been there for a while, just because of the paying your dues thing. Like, because they have to, it almost feel like like Dexter's a good example. They kind of have to shuffle them back every year a bit, right? So last year, like, let's say Brandon was 2nd. They're not going to put Brandon in 9th if he belongs there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If for some reason he's off, they're not going to put him all the way in 9th. They're going to be like, okay, you're 4th.
Like it was a year that Jay came 4th that year when after he retired, came back. He definitely wasn't 4th, you know?
No, I know. But my point is, they don't ever shuffle the guys at the top. They don't throw them all the way back.
That's literally what I'm saying.
Yeah, they kind of like slowly bring them back. So
bodybuilding's funny. It's like the only thing that's why it's not a sport, because it isn't. It's not fucking like in a race. If you come 7th, you come 7th.
Yeah,
like, it's obvious. Yeah. It's a little bit. It can be a disheartening fact, but it's also one that if you understand it and you're willing to push through, then it will pay off. So
and I think that's why people watch and get really pissed off, but I don't think the bodybuilders themselves get pissed off because they understand it.
We expect it, to be fair.
Ian knows he's okay. He was 7th. Ian's like, if Ian walks in, takes 6th, 5th, or 4th, regardless of whether he should have been 2nd, he's probably going to be happy because he's like, okay, I moved up another couple spots.
It's the way we're going.
Every year I'm going to move up a couple spots, blah, blah, blah. Like, we just know that's the situation. So maybe, I don't know if it's, is it fake? Is what we're saying real though?
I think it is.
Yeah,
from past presidents.
Nathan's been there many times. He knows.
Why would the IFBB do that though? I
don't think it's more an intentional thing. Is I think it's just, you have the names and they get the call outs. You know.
Yeah, they used to that person's name and that person's look. You know, it's like when I was a rookie. You know, when you go to a show and like, you know, my first New York Pro, Dexter got called by Dexter. I got called by number 17. You know,
yes.
They know the people, and then you're expected to see. So yeah, for example, if Nick should be top 5, right? They'll know the names of everyone else and make even though Nick's a popular guy, sometimes they could just call your number because they've seen that physique so many times, and that person they're just so used to.
Yeah. Like, they're used to calling Bonak and Brandon. And
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's a good point. One breakfast item has to go. Which one? Bacon, sausage, hash browns, or eggs?
Eggs.
Eggs.
I don't really like eggs.
Fuck that. I'm keeping the eggs.
I could eat sausage and hash browns and be a happy man.
I get rid of the bacon because sausage is good enough. So I have sausage, hash browns, and eggs.
Oh, maybe you're right. Yeah, because there's 2 meats there. But either way, either one of those I could get rid of. I don't really care.
I think I'd keep the bacon over the sausage because I prefer the flavor.
You like bacon more than sausage? But I like to dip my sausage in ketchup.
I like sausage.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind my bacon kind of like into my scrambled eggs.
I shouldn't have just said that on the air.
What'd you say?
I like my sausage.
What'd you say?
I like sausage.
Subtitle, Ian likes sausage.
Yeah.
Nathan, you get rid of the eggs?
Yeah, I don't like eggs.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
I really like eggs, man. I really like eggs.
No.
Do you pay hostile athletes a salary? No. They all work for free.
They just do what they wish.
Do you think bodybuilding would have got to where it was if Dorian got so big? If he stayed small, if
Dorian like changed the game to make bodybuilders.
I know.
bigger.
I'm reading the rest. If they stayed smaller, would we have the divisions we have now, or would we still get to 300-pound Ronnie and Marcus Rules of the world?
It always would have gone this way, no matter what. When you don't have a weight limit, it's an inevitability that people will always push the envelope and find a way to win. If you can't win on shape and you can't win on something like that, if you don't have the prettier shape like Dorian did next to Flex, you have to win somewhere else. And someone would have always been that guy.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I got to disagree after.
But also disagree.
You disagree about it.
Because I'm just a disagreeable person. No. No, I'm just adding a caveat, which is I think you only train as hard as your competition. So I think there had to be a Dorian for there to be a Ronnie.
Yeah, I think it's to get a bit, but it's slower.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
I'm talking about just physiques as a whole getting bigger.
Yeah.
And I think that I'm not talking about training, beating competition, anything. I'm saying there's always going to be guys that don't have the structural and the genetic things that certain guys have, and they're going to have to try and find a way to overcome that. And in Dorian's case, it was size and conditioning. So whether it wasn't Dorian and Flex had won those Olympias, and then once the next guys came, there always would have been someone that would have pushed that envelope, and one just ended up being good enough to win, and that was Dorian, you know?
I understand what you're saying, but I feel like it's kind of like social media now. You see a lot more people deadlifting 8 plates. It's kind of like once you see someone do something, you're like, oh, I can do that too. So it accelerates what you're talking about. I just feel like Ronnie Coleman wouldn't have come along necessarily without Dorian. He would have been maybe would have stayed the same shape and tried to, because I talk about this with judging, right? People are like, well, what happened to bodybuilding? I'm like, look, you can't blame the bodybuilders. The bodybuilders are only doing what the judges are telling them.
Yeah. As well.
So if Dorian had gotten massive, but they're like, no, we like Flex Wheeler's shape. Flex Wheeler wins the Olympia.
Well, yeah, I mean, and like
there never would have been a Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah, like I'm never going to have Brandon Curry's shape. So for me, where do I beat a physique like that? Is I need to be bigger and harder. I need to be out muscle the shit out of him. And I think that's the same for someone like Flex. You know, like Dorian against someone like Flex. You know, or against against Lee Haney. It's like, hey, my physique's not necessarily as pretty, but I can get fucking gnarly, grainy hard, and I can get fucking huge, and that's where I win, you know?
I agree with you. Yeah. That's only if the judges decide that, though, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course.
It's not about the judges deciding, because either way, you have to win somewhere if you're that guy. And
no, it is about the judges deciding, though.
Yeah, but if Dorian stayed smaller, he never would have stood any chance, period.
I know that, but I'm saying if the judges had decided bodybuilding was more about shape than size, Flex Wheeler and Kevin Levrone would have won the Olympias, and Dorian would have not won the Olympias. Ronnie Coleman would have never got to 300 pounds because he already had pretty shape.
So what we're saying is there was a point where the judges accepted that Dorian's look was acceptable.
There's a point where the judges decided bodybuilding was going to go a certain way.
Yeah, the judges finally said, you know what? We like how Dorian looks today.
And they said it, and they said it again when Phil Heath came along. They're like, you know what? Jay's bigger. Phil's prettier, and then when Sean Roden won, they're like, you know what, we want it to be even more streamlined. It's getting carried away. So I think the size thing
that was Phil beating himself with his stomach, but yeah,
no, but I guess what I'm trying to say is the sport is not navigated by what you're saying, which I agree with, is people are always going to want to push the envelope.
I think we're talking different things here. I'm not talking about the navigation of the sport. I'm just saying that guys would have always, when there's guys that can't win with certain things, they always will find another way.
Yeah, what Ian said is that bodybuilding would have still gone its way. Bodybuilding. Yeah. Because they would have...
Whether those guys were winning or not, whether those physiques like Dorian ended up winning the Olympia or not, they still would have tried to find an avenue to win at.
Yes.
It would have been like, I can't be pretty, so I need to be big. And even if the judges didn't take that way, you can't be pretty if you're not pretty. Like, you take a Josh Wade physique, what's he going to just stay small and ugly? Like, you got to get big and grainy. It's like you have to find an avenue. You know?
I don't
stay small and ugly.
Wait a minute. No. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but it's tough.
I agree 100% with what you're saying. I'm saying also, you know?
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is, like, had Dorian not, like, think about all the guys from years 98 to 2009.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then. If Flex had won and they decided this is the look, would Dorian have just stayed smaller? No.
Dorian would not have gotten as big as he was.
I disagree.
If they literally said to him, because I feel like Dorian's physique started to go backwards after 94, 95. Right? So I think, well, I feel like his midsection got a little bit bigger in 96, 97.
Sure. Okay.
But my point is this: had Flex beat him, say 96, 97, I don't think he would have gotten bigger. I think it'd have been like, oh fuck, because I think it'd have been
like, well, I'm not beating him. My shape isn't pretty. I need to win somewhere else. And it
look, it's the same reason why in the early 2000s everybody was trying to get as big as possible, regardless of their waist size. They're like, we don't care. We just want to get as big as possible. At one point, the judges go, no, you know what? This fucking big midsection shit's not working anymore. So everybody all of a sudden now is wearing waist trainers. They're doing midsection, and the size is no longer the most important thing. You know what I mean? So
who though?
To the sport.
I disagree, because I think for someone like James or I, size is king. You know, like muscularity is king when you're not shaped like Nathan. You know,
I get what you're saying. Size is king for you, right? Because you got to play to your strengths.
For someone like Dorian, size was king also. It had to be always.
But it's not the be all end all, because at some point you have to maintain a shape, or they're going to go, fuck you, Ian, you're massive, but your shape sucks.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying despite where the judges had placed people, someone would have always gone and pushed the envelopes of size because they needed to find an avenue to try and win.
Okay, answer me this. Do you think in the state bodybuilding is in right now, we'll see another Ronnie Coleman? If there was somebody with those genetics, would somebody want to get that big?
They're trying. Everyone's trying.
Everyone's trying.
Everyone's trying.
That's why
you're seeing more 8-plate deadlifts.
I don't.
4 plates. Yeah.
Okay, we're trying. True, but I don't think we'll ever see that guy, because
we probably won't.
Genetics.
Not just because of genetics, because you can't do the same things you did then. Ronnie was able to just eat and get as big as possible and not give a fuck, because the midsection thing wasn't an issue.
Yeah, but his midsection genetically wasn't a bad midsection for a long time.
I know that, but then he got so big that the midsection got carried away too, right?
But that's what we're saying. There's surely people out there that have a similar genetic structure to Ronnie.
Happening now, yeah.
But what I'm, yeah.
Bill, it happened to Rolly at a point in his career. I mean, it happens to lots of guys still.
Yeah, Roddy started working backwards on his midsection to make it smaller again, didn't he?
You guys don't see the trend towards more shape now?
I agree with the trend, but the trend is because it's not because guys aren't trying. It's just that look is in, and everyone that is still winning is still trying to be as big as possible. We're all still trying to be fucking gigantic, you know?
Yeah. Nathan, what do you think?
I agree with what Ian's saying in a way, but you know, the trend, like it is going to that way. To it is, you have to be big, because Mr. Olympia is big. You know, if you were to give Brandon the look, you know, the Olympia, then obviously the trend will be to be more like him. But now it's Rami. Even for myself, I'm not into the big size game, but I have to get bigger to compete with him. So if Brandon was still Mr. Olympia, I wouldn't have to get as heavy and as big and lug this shit around me every day.
This is proving my point, because someone like Nathan will not have to, because Nathan has that shape to compete with someone like Brandon. For someone like James or I, we don't have that shape, so we're always going to have to push the size. And Dorian was the guy that's like, I don't have the shape, I need to push the size. Yeah. Eventually, one of those guys will get big enough and hard enough that they will win. That guy was Dorian.
Yeah, and then Nathan's now saying that he's let's say Flex Wheeler, Nathan.
Yep.
He's now actually pushing. He knows he's got to push size because the current winner is Rami.
Yes.
So now you're getting the guy with the structure. Also, I mean, the size is important.
Yeah.
So it's just constantly evolving.
Right. And what you're saying is that the winner does dictate it, and that's why I said at the beginning, I agree with you 100%. But I'm saying bodybuilding would have always got bigger despite the look not being a big guy, because someone would have been like, I need to find a way to win if I'm not pretty, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the sport at the end of the day is about pushing the envelope as far as possible anyway.
Well, it's about winning, and people will find a way to win even if they don't have the same tools someone else has. They might have different tools, you know, where I don't have the same shape as someone else. Well, I can get bigger and I can get harder, so I'll use the tools I have at my advantage, you know?
And then that next guy will bring in more condition, maybe if he's got a great shape.
Exactly. It goes back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah. The pendulum sways.
Yeah.
So if Dorian didn't exist, Ronnie would still be Ronnie.
Or someone. So. Someone, yeah.
Someone would be him.
Yeah, because listen, Ronnie would have been competing, and then Gunter would have come out of nowhere like big fucker, and Ronnie would be like, "Oh shit!"
Look at Marcus Rule anyway. He was still big before Ronnie was big.
Yeah,
he was always big.
To prove your point, I mean, Brandon and Phil and Sean were the ones winning Olympias, and now Ramy's winning Olympias. So you had 3 shape guys winning Olympias, and someone was still trying to push the envelope for size, even though those were the guys.
Well, in Rami's defense, he has shape as well.
No, but I'm saying it wasn't like Ramy's like, hey, I'm going to downsize and focus on my shape because these guys are that way. He's like, I'm fucking big Ramy. I'm going to get huge, you know?
And I'm going to nail the condition, and then I'll win as well because I'm bigger and in shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
So bottom line is, you've got to be big as fuck and in shape.
Yeah.
All right. We'll end it on this channel, on this question. Would you rather go to jail for 6 months? Oh, actually, Nathan's a good one.
Tell us, Nathan.
For you, Nathan.
This one's for you, Nathan. Would you rather go to jail for 6 months or go to jail for however long it takes to solve a Rubik's Cube? What the fuck is... I'm sorry.
What the fuck's that?
I should have read the rest.
They're trying to say, would it be longer? Would you think you could do a Rubik's Cube in 6 months?
No fucking way. Just do 6 months in jail. I can do a Rubik's Cube.
I think I could get a Rubik's Cube done within the first month.
You think?
Yeah.
A month? I could do it in a week.
I mean, a month is being conservative, but yeah, I think definitely within a month, so then at least it's less than 6.
James, how long would it take you to solve a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, I'd smash that fucking thing before I fixed it.
Just peel the stickers off.
Exactly.
I've done that before.
I'll draw out the old felt tip pen and change the colours. Fuck it. That's what I'll be doing. I think it'd take a long time. I think you'd lose your rag with it every day.
You just got to Google the equation before you go in. It's just a math problem in a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, I don't know about that fucking shit. What? He's
got one as well.
You're missing half the stickers on there.
No, these are white.
No,
these are white. These are white. How long do you think it would take me to solve this?
I don't know.
A week, 2 weeks, maybe.
Spend 20 minutes a day, and let's see how many days it takes. We'll add up the time.
Well, you guys should all have to do something if I could do it within a week.
Like what?
What should we do?
Yeah, but we can't see you at all times. You need to film yourself every time you work on it.
And I don't trust you.
What's the difference? I don't trust you.
You'll take the stickers off. You're a fucking thiever.
I'm not going to take this. We'll do the honor system. I won't take the stickers off.
You'll buy a brand new one. And
you also can't Google how to solve the Rubik's Cube because it's just an equation of turns.
I think you guys should have to post about me once a day
until it's solved
for a week.
I'll post
and it should be all very not a story. I want one post every day for a week telling about how awesome me or the company is.
He's amazing.
I'll do a story, not a post.
Come on.
I get more views on my stories anyway.
Yeah, but nobody's. I want to stay there though. I want it to be.
Yeah, but I'm posting every day. It's going to be there. You said every day, so it's going to be there every day.
All right, let me see. We'll think about it. Nathan, does jail suck?
Not too bad. I don't really mind it. It's just fucking.
You say 6 months like it's nothing.
Well, the longest I've been in is like 3 years, 8 months. So 6 months is like it's like having a wank, really. Just blast one off, you know. It's like it's just like that. Get a letter off your girlfriend with a bit of perfume on it and just jack away.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's what you do, bro. Smell that perfume, just tell a story in your head. Yeah, she's walking in the room. Oh, she's got stitch. Oh, she's wearing these stilettos.
Imagine being so sensitive that smelling perfume would be enough.
Oh, it is, bro.
It gets to that point, though. It would get to that point.
That's what it gets to. That's what it gets to.
How long does it take to get that fucking like crazy?
About 2 months. About 2 months. That's
6 months.
That's fucking nuts. All right.
Friend of mine was in for 12 years. Fucking
really?
Fuck knows how he done it. Fucking hell. That's hard work.
It's a long time.
I guess after a while you wouldn't care. Does that happen?
I think after the first month it just becomes part of life. You know, you have your routine. You get out of bed at like 6:40. You get your shower. You phone your girlfriend or your kids. You go to work or education. You come home. You come back to your cell. Eat your home. Have dinner. Back to work. Back to your bang up. Eat your dinner and then play out like a child to like 9 o'clock, and then you're back inside. But you have the luxuries of you have iPhones in there, so you're not missing FaceTimes. You have everything. Basically, you have everything there. My friend's got Sky now. You know, just get
this is why Nathan, this is why you want to go back to Kuwait. you missed that. You missed that regiment. You missed that.
40 a.m.
Just get a pen pal, you know. Just write to me. Just write to me.
All right, guys. We'll catch up next week.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Cheers, buddy.
All right, gentlemen.
Bye. We'll have a good.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.